Hello, everybody who might be watching.
I've got my
Carl's
drink.
turned up and not turned up. Unvelt the unremarkable. Fair enough. It's What's in the Box comic hangout number 34.
Yeah.
And we've got Scotty and
First again.
Easy Comic Reader. Hello. Right. So you've not been on this before, Dara. Basically, I just go through my boxes one at a time and show off my comics, and other people turn up to show off some of their comics. We just take it in turns and just go around showing comic books. It's quite a simple format, really. Right. I have got box 34 today.
For show 34.
Exactly. You've worked out the format already, mate. You are clever.
I'm like a code breaker.
Yeah, like a code breaker. You didn't used to work for the Enigma, did you?
The Enigma machine, that's right. Yeah. I did. I used to bring the coffee to the girls.
Yeah, what was the name of the place where they did the Enigma?
Oh,
Bletchley.
That's it.
Bletchley, that's it. Bletchley, not Bletchfield.
I didn't know the answer. I was just stuttering. Blech. I was
this is quite a modern
Bletchley Park.
Don't know Roger today.
But this is quite a modern box, this one. It's got some of my most recent stuff in it. So Green Lantern Lost Army. Wasn't a very good I think I got one comic given to me by somebody, so I thought I'd get the whole set. And it's basically just a start up for another whole blinking story. You get 6 parts of it, and it's just like a pre-story for another story that comes afterwards. And it's just like, well, I'm not bothering to buy that as well.
Gray, what kind of time period was that? Was that like New 52 time?
No, it's not quite New 52, but it's getting towards New 52. It's no, it is. It's past New 52. It's 2016. Yeah.
Ray, do you get comics like New 52 stuff? Is that part of what you collect?
I do have some, yeah. I do have some New 52s.
Ray gets whatever's in the blinking the comic mart when he goes.
Yeah.
Whatever's at the flea market, rather.
Right.
Green Lantern Aftermath.
They're nice covers.
Not bad.
Also depends on what the cover looks like, too.
Not as good as the good old Silver Age covers, of course, but you know. All right, I got some New 52 Green Lantern in this box.
Because Gray, you're more DC, aren't you, than Marvel?
Yeah. Well, I'm more DC because Marvel turned to crap in the mid-90s, and they didn't deserve any more of my money in the mid-90s. They decided to bring out nothing but rubbish, so that's why I went full DC.
Right, and what do you do, Ray? Are you more Marvel than DC, or everything?
More Marvel. Yeah.
These are all loads of New 52s, Gray. These are cool. I like them.
Yeah, some of the stories are all right. I obviously wasn't enjoying them as much because I stopped collecting them after about a year into New 52s when I stopped collecting.
Did you used to get every single issue new off the stands?
From the comic shop, not on the stands, from my local comic shop.
Like every issue that was put out?
Not every single DC issue. No, I wasn't that rich, but quite a lot of them, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll spend over 100 quid a month on comics.
Yeah, well, that's good. That's what, 30 to 50, that?
Yeah, quite a lot of comics.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they've gone up a bit in price by that time, so...
Green Lantern, is that Green Lantern Red Guardians? Oh, New Guardians.
New Guardians. You've got all the whole spectrum of Guardians in it. You got the Rage Lanterns, the Yellow Lanterns, the Purple Lanterns, whatever they were. There's the Morans.
Can you remember the stories?
Did you? Lanterns, the blue ones are Hope.
Did you like the stories?
They're all right, but I don't think I liked them that much. Otherwise, I want to stop collecting. I mean, there was other factors as well. Money was definitely a big factor. Storage was a big factor. Killing off characters that I loved was a big factor as well. I just got fed up with them killing off blinking characters that I liked. It was just like, I can't bother with this anymore.
Number 0. I cannot believe that behind you I see slabs.
I know. These are all competition wins and AOKs. Yeah,
Brilliant.
Was it 5 I've got there?
Crack their slabs. Crack their slabs.
I don't want to crack the slabs. I've already got the I've got the comics mostly anyway. I feel.
Yeah.
I've got practically all of them already.
Yeah.
So they're just slabs that I won. So I'll just keep them one day from whatever skin I'll sell them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not that there's any super valuable ones there. I don't suppose.
Have you got any slabs, Ray?
What?
Have you got any CGC, anything like that?
No, I don't have any slabs. None at all.
Me neither.
I have like.
I certainly wouldn't go. I wouldn't buy any myself.
Yeah, I have like 9, and I got them all in trades.
In trays.
In trade, I think you said.
Oh, in trade.
Just in trade.
I would like to have
Yeah,
one.
because like they're investments for my kids. Like my giant size X-Men 1 is closed up, so my family can cash that out when the time comes. And then I got a couple.
I just the art on the modern ones is okay, but I just find it doesn't stand out like old school comic books do. You know what I mean?
It's totally different.
It all sort of it all melds into one kind of. Sometimes they don't sort of don't stand out too well. They make them too dark. Sometimes you can't really. There's not enough definition on them. Like the old school ones where everything stands out really clearly. The old school Silver Age bold covers.
Well, they quit using yellow, obviously. I mean, they'll make it like a mild touch in the backdrop, but no bold yellow covers, yellow backs.
Yeah.
Why is that? Is that for marketing?
Well, these definitely ain't made it. That one will pop off the stands, but dark
did
and
Matilda
brooding.
write to them?
I think it's just
So
a dark and brooding.
I don't know when it comes out, but it looks you can't really make out what's going on. You know what I mean? Unless you're up close or something.
Yeah, there's a lot
the characters don't step out enough from each other.
Yeah,
there's too much darkness going on there as well.
Granted, I mean, if you're in space, that's what it's going to look like. So.
Yeah, but I just don't think it looks nice for a cover. To be honest, I think it's in comparison to old covers. Modern covers are boring. There's no blurbs much. There's no speech bubbles. They're all right, but they don't give me an awe factor. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I slipped. I was going through this. I'm just doing the boxes in order, but it's not like there's barely a cover in this lot that I'll show and go, "Wow, that's awesome." You know what I mean? It'd be like, "Oh yeah, that's another cover." There's another cover.
Yeah.
Could have used this one for Surrounded, but never mind.
Yeah.
Yep, Surrounded.
And you could cover slingers. It's always the old comic books that win. I know it's because they're a bunch of old farts that are in the jury, but the modern comics, you know what I mean, don't get nothing. I know people love the old ones and the Keys especially, but the modern ones just haven't got that pizzazz that the old ones have.
Yeah. So we're not getting Roger at all today?
No, Roger said in the chat, he says he's waiting he's at a doctor's appointment, so he's just chatting for now.
I heard he said he might come in later.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely don't want to show mine till either I know Roger's for sure on or at least watching.
I think he's watching. Well, mind you, he might go into the doctor's at any second, I guess.
Yeah.
You got some new ones, Kyle, or you just want to show some you've got?
Oh, no. I just dug out some old crap that was easy to pull. Mm-hmm. Just a topic I like to talk about and some books I like to show off and stuff. Maybe Darren has seen. And Ray's seen them because I got a short stack of them off of Ray.
Did you get some new ones today, Darren?
No, I thought Roger was going to be here too, and there was a conversation that we had a previous week where Kyle had said to him, "Oh, you want to see such and such that Darren's got?" So I dug them out, and I was going to show them.
Well, keep hold of them for when he comes on, because he's a promotional book encyclopedia.
I did get that crazy collection of just, well, almost junk, but I started sorting that out so I could bring a pile of that up if you wanted to fill 10 minutes.
Yeah.
All right. We'll let Ray go next.
Oh, Scotty's saying, are JSA classified fun
Yeah, I
to
thought they were
read?
cool. I enjoyed the JSA run, Scotty, because they were like short. There was like a 4-parters, I think, mostly. It was like concentrating on one JSA character. And as far as I recall, the stories are all pretty decent.
And he also said, is it a standalone story?
In JSA, it's like I think there's like a couple of I think there's like 2-parters, 4-parters, 3-parters, that kind of thing.
And is it like focusing on one character at a time?
Yeah, as far as I recall, I believe that's what JSA Classified were about. As far as I recall. This is the new Green Lantern, Simon Baz. I'm not sure if I got his first appearance. Possible.
Yeah, maybe on one of these, Darren, I'll just pull out my entire box of promotional comics. I have more than a box. They're spread out in multiple boxes. I try to keep the cheaper ones together least ways, but I've got a packed
Let's do
short
a couple
box.
more.
Metarog had said he's still waiting to hear back about those possible giveaways. So it sounds like he's asked some questions of whoever, I don't know.
So I had the first 16 of the new 52 of that run, and then I've got a couple of random ones that I picked up, I don't know, in mystery boxes or something, or in job lots. So it jumped to 23 and 23.1, but I've got no intention of sort of going and collecting the ones that I don't have. You know what I mean? I'm not that bothered. At 24.
I was
I've got
watching a live
rebirth.
yesterday. I was watching a live yesterday as we wrapped up. You know, Scott Harris King that does Crime Busters.
Yeah.
You know, he's got 1,000. He's got 1,000 subscriber giveaway coming up like the end of this week. He's at 998 subs right now.
Well done.
He did a live last night, and you know he was talking about an Ask Me Anything where he's giving away 3 prize boxes.
Right.
And all of them will have autograph books in them, and the first 2 were kind of interesting. But he let the cat out of the bag last night of what the big one was. And Roger, I hope you're listening because I didn't see you on the live last night. But the grand prize he's doing for a giveaway is Avengers 300, which isn't that fantastic of a book or nothing. But several people worked on that book, and the first story was done by Walt Simonson. So he's got Walt Simonson autographed on it. Okay. And a backup story was done by Stan Lee, and he's got Stan Lee's autograph.
That is a nice
and
book.
He has multiple Stan Lee autograph books, and he got it personally, so he's willing to let go of it. So the big giveaways, Avengers 300 signed by Stan Lee. Of course, this kid also has Avengers number 1 and 4 personally signed by Stan Lee.
That's the darkest one we've seen of the Red Lantern ones, Gray. All the others have been very red and orangey.
Yeah.
And almost every one of these, almost all of them are trying to emulate Neil Adams.
Hey, Old Wolf.
Hey.
Tony. How you doing, buddy?
How you doing?
Long time no see, Tony.
I know. Oh.
So you doing another fundraiser this year, buddy?
No, I think that was a 1 and out.
Okay.
I don't know if I can.
Oh, there's the yellow cover.
Was a wonderful thing last year, though. So.
Thank you. I did try, but it was a lot of work to do. I had a lot of help. Don't get me wrong, but it was a lot of work. But we did good. We did really good. So I can't say never, but we did good.
Yeah. Did you guys enjoy that Stand For Me with Jima?
Yeah. Oh, and Ken, the father, says thank you very much.
Gray, are you pulling it out of the long box or a short box?
He had it on his cereal, didn't you?
Who you talking to?
Hassan, you had it on your cereal.
Cereal.
Right.
I went to my LCS Saturday. Bought a bunch of books. These are all dollar books. Nothing special, just some run fillers and stuff like that. Kazar, number 17.
Cool.
And number 20.
Nice.
But these are in dollar books, Ray,
These are all dollar books.
and they look pretty nice condition.
Yes, they are.
They get good stuff in the cheap bins over there, Darren. I swear, stuff that over here would cost like £3 or £5, they get for $1 in the dollar bins because there's so much of it, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Where else?
It's annoying.
What's your LCS?
Happened or not, but he's not here, so I'll have to talk to him. Action Comics 567, a wedding cover.
Oh, cool.
No, man, I don't know if he has it or not.
I think I need that one. Can't remember now. That would have been good for Book Week. Did you use it on Book Week? On Cover Slingers?
Tales of the Titan, the 50th anniversary. Another wedding cover for him. Little short.
I think that in the States, is there a thing where people buy wedding covers for people getting married as a present?
No.
Don't know.
No.
Possible, I suppose. I know Narman likes wedding covers. Old Wormy. Yeah, well, I wouldn't mind getting them Man from Atlantis comics, only because I remembered it from when I was a kid, the TV show. I used to like the TV show when I was a kid. I don't remember anything about it. I remember liking it, though, but it was so long ago. 70s, wasn't it?
Did you try
I remember there was a show, and I remember liking it. I remember trying to swim like him in the blinking swimming pool.
Impossible.
Oh, there you go.
Carolyn.
That's cool.
5. And number 7.
I ain't seen those before. Steel Sterling.
Yeah, Archie's Adventure Series.
Ray, do you have like one shop you go to, or do you go to many?
I only have one near me. That's it.
Wow. And does it like constantly refresh the stock, so there's always something new?
Yeah. Number 6. Yeah, because
Ray tends to go to flea markets, Darren.
I've seen these books.
Buy job lots. And he tends to like put a bid in for like a big box. He say, "I'll give you $30 for it" or something. So he doesn't sort of choose. He tends to get like big boxes for it. Don't you know?
Number 1.
Oh, sweet.
Red Circle.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Archie too. Red Circle's just an Archie up front.
Don't ever see those in the UK. Them Archie ones, really.
Nice purple cover for Matilda.
Extra points.
Roger's got a nearly complete Steel Sterling run. The only time I saw those Archie characters is when DC did a run called Impact, which was the old Archie characters.
Yeah.
I've got practically a full one of those. I'm missing a few annuals. I've got almost a full run.
Hey, which one? Let me know which animals. Maybe I'll see if I have them here.
Oh, yeah, cool. You got some doubles.
All those were worked on by all big name artists and writers too. And
they were weird. That whole run of Impact was such a weird run, to be honest.
Yeah, what?
Did you read it all, Tony?
Yeah, I was pulling those off the shelves when they first came out.
Yeah, my mate had a few, and I read his when he had them, and then later on, when I was collecting again, I thought I'd try and collect those again so I could get the full story. But I thought the characters were all pretty cool. But there's some weird endings, and the stories got some weird endings. They were like a kiddie kind of like sort of level kind of comic for most of it. They're quite bleak at the end, aren't they? If you recall.
Ragman for 1.
Ragman.
Oh, I got that. That's the first. That's the first time I got into Ragman.
Still need to get a couple of issues of the Crucible as well, which is like the team-up book they had at the end.
Yes.
About every 5th, there's another quest probe. Nice.
1.
About every 5th one of those Archie Red Circles or whatever hero things I find them autographed. Either the covers are autographed or the first page is autographed.
Oh, wow.
Because those are real popular with kids getting them autographed.
I like this one. That was a nice one, Ray.
Yeah.
33.
Oh, Attack. Did Charlton have two series, one called War and one called Attack, and then they teamed up at the end? Because I've got a War comic and I've got a War and Attack comic, and he's just showed an Attack comic. So I'm thinking they must have merged the two titles at some point.
Warlord number 10.
Is anybody aware of that?
No, I don't know about that one. So I'll try and check while we're showing.
I need number 2, the original Shield. Now, which part in the 1960s there, Roger? Because the original Shield was like 1966 when they did a relaunch.
48.
I'm just I read a Vampirella today from the 70s, and there was an interesting article. Apparently, Charlton had just closed down or something, and there was an interesting article in there, like an opinion piece about the closure, and it was talking about DC and Marvel might not be far behind. This is way back in 1977.
Yeah.
Talking about all the struggles they were having at that point.
Well, it happens like every 20 years. You know, they end up.
Yeah, so that's kind of interesting.
Oh, Slayer.
Interesting article.
You can almost list it by ages, but the end of the 90s, Marvel came this close to just completely folding out and selling out.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. I like that one.
No, the red circles from the 80s. Yeah, I probably got that, Roger. Jesus, I got so
I'm
many.
slowly getting a Hercules Unbound series together, but literally someone gave me
Hercules. There's a big one. Little John Byrne Project Pegasus. These still all dollar bin grabs?
Yeah, all dollars.
Oh, that's probably the priciest one yet that you pulled up.
I hate long runs that have got like one comic in that cost a bomb. You know what I mean? When all the rest of them, you can pick them up for £1 or something each, or £2 at the most, and then suddenly there's one or two
There's
randomly
one of
in
my
there.
favorites.
Cost an arm and a leg.
75.
Really?
I don't know. You completed your wish list for Judge Dredd down to 3 issues yesterday.
I haven't completed it. I've got Darren's got a stack of 2000
right,
AD.
if I didn't have
I
two of them,
top
I'd
money
be
for
wanting
they
that
give
one.
them to me. I've not completed it.
No, you don't this one, Kyle.
Yeah. I already have that twice, but you know, I'd be all about wanting that again.
You know that Darren, he's like Ebenezer Scrooge for comic books. It's like
One of the most underrated series ever, right?
He'll be getting out his book of,
That's issue
payment
what, 19 right there?
Huh?
Is that issue 19, Aram?
No, 32.
Oh, when Hybrid came back. Okay.
You were so close.
Number 40.
That's when Hybrid came back. 17 and 18, or 17, 18, and 19 had an X-Men crossover with Hybrid.
Is
You'll
Ron
be charging
popular?
interest on them 2000 ADs, won't you, Darren?
Say again.
You'll be charging interest on them 2000 ADs.
yeah, maybe. So is Rom a popular thing in the States?
No.
Bible Tail, Spider-Man, and Hammerhead.
I mean, he found that original series for in the dollar bins, even though that original series is a great run.
I read a few Ron back in the day, and I always found him quite cool, actually. I always quite enjoyed the character, and all the stories that I read of Ron I found to be, engaging.
Yeah. Like
Metal
17
Man.
and 18 are money books. 17 and 18 are the money books. But
The Diaraphs were, like, nasty as well. Nasty as hell, the Diaraphs, weren't they?
yeah.
Number 70.
Weird
And
Western Tales.
Oh,
see that? What Roger always talked about? The star.
you can
Oh,
put that
yeah,
in my
well,
box.
Mark Jewelers, is it?
You can put that in my box.
Mark Jewelers!
So are you near? You have to be near a military base, considering where you're at. There's one in proximity.
There it is.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
there's Mark Jewelers.
Yeah, send me Ray, I'll take the second one on the third row. Yeah, I'm gonna get married soon. I'll take that.
I was never into Micronauts, Scotty. I read Micronauts, never get into them. Even though I had some of the toys, I just found them I was like, what the point? Why are these even got a comic book? I couldn't understand it. But Rom, I always enjoyed. Super Friends, I've got a few more to go to finish my Super Friends run. They're good fun, they are. I like the Super Friends run. I've never seen the cartoon. We never got them over here, but I do enjoy the comic.
Greatest
A lot of Ramona
bucket
Freight
of
on.
water.
490.
Marvel's greatest comics.
Oh, reprints, yeah.
95.
And a lot of people buy those too because it's a lot cheaper than getting the early FF, you know.
Yeah, if you want the
Yeah.
story.
Yeah.
If there's any big issues.
Now this is 228.
Oh yeah, cool, yeah. Is that just before Burn or just after Burn?
During. That's not a Burn book, but it's kind of during.
Double triple action, number 42.
He was touch and go from like the 220s and then took over completely like at 236.
I got number 8.
Marvel Saga. Is that text based? It's like it's more of a sort of a book about Marvel.
Yeah, I think it's a history. It's official history. So I think it's
a history of the books.
It
It goes through months of the Silver Age.
Fenders.
Basically. Well, I need that. But that's why I said with my Defenders run, it's mostly the dollar bin filler books.
109.
Have you never completed that run, Carl? Considering you always talk about how it's your favourite ever.
Never
whatever.
tried. I didn't. I'm not a completionist. Never have been. So I just decided, okay, maybe I'll do it. And then I got all the big books. I got like 2 precursors that are kind of big. But I got all the big ones, so now I'm just down to filler, and I've read them all. I mean, in the past 40 years, I've read every single one of them.
Johnny Thunder.
That's not the old Golden Age Johnny Thunder. That's a new iteration of Johnny Thunder, isn't it? It's a female.
1980.
And then later on, they had a Jakeem Thunder, like another person to get the fifth dimensional lightning bolt.
John Carter.
That corner always throws me off because that's a coin flip on whether or not that's a 35-cent variant.
There you go.
It tends to, that box, the 3 months they did the 35-cent variants, they had an up in the box, so it might be, but then the 35-cent variant could have been a year earlier or right when it started.
Next, Atlas Comics.
The difference in the 30s is so easy to tell. That's a $10 book if that's in good shape.
What number is that? What number?
Number 2.
Because I think Mark was saying with these Atlas comics that the last number in the series is the least print run by a long way, so they're way rarer.
Only 1 through 4 were variants. Okay, yeah, so it was the beginning of it. But that CC always throws me off the way the blocks look on those. So the 35 cents always fool me. The 30s are easy. The 30s are easy to distinguish because one's a circle, one's a starburst.
Annual 15.
Scotty in chat says Rom and Micronauts were the 2 comics he read and bought from number 1 all the way to the end.
Yeah.
There's a steal for $1. Thor versus Thor. That was my first Thor book that my brother gave me.
Cool. 4 is one, unless you want to go right back, 4 is one you can get a collection of them for as cheap as chips, really. 4. I think I got a load from you when you had a sale on like less than 50p an issue.
Yeah, quite possibly, yeah.
Fair enough. Are you done, Ray?
Nope, this is the last book that I picked up. Marvel Treasury. Number 3.
Oh, jeez.
You didn't pick that up for $1.
It picked you up.
He had $15 on this, and he only charged me 10.
Nice.
That's great.
Nice.
Cool.
He had it graded as a 7.
Okay. So Kyle and Darren, are you still waiting to see if Roger turns up?
Well, tell you what. Pick a. Can you remember the Impact comics? The titles.
Yeah.
Shout some out.
Comet, Fly, Jaguar, Red
Right.
Shield.
There was a
Fly,
Shield.
I said Fly, didn't I?
Shield.
Black Hood.
Comet. Did you do
Right,
Comet?
that's enough. Comet, Fly, Jaguar. I'll run off and see if I can find some while someone else shows something.
Cool. Lovely. I haven't got any of them big books, but I don't know if I really want a kind of. I wouldn't have space for them. I've got barely enough space as it is for stuff.
Where do you
There
put
aren't
that?
many.
Was that
There
put in the
really-
magazine?
There might be 100 different issues of those between DC and Marvel and a couple other companies. There just aren't.
Does it
many.
fit in the magazine? That doesn't fit in a magazine box, though, right?
So,
The
they do
treasuries?
look
No,
good.
not at all.
You want to show some books, Old Wolf?
You're breaking up. Am I breaking up or
wanna
you
show
breaking up?
some? There you go. Yeah, those
Okay.
treasuries I have to put in tubs. They don't fit in.
Roger says it's probably not coming on.
That's a shame, Roger. We got stuff to show you.
So this is box 53. So I have more spawns, but this is what begins the box. Oh, I like this one.
That's
I buy the
another-
second one.
It's another series I read a few of at the beginning because my mate collected it, and I always used to read his comics, but I never bought any myself.
Number 4. Number
The only
3.
Spawn comics I've got, I think there's a crossover with Savage Dragon, maybe, and also the 4-part. Is it 3-part of Violator? The Violator 3 or 4-parter done by Alan Moore, which is bloody hilarious.
Number 2. Number 1.
Cool.
You got any newsstands? Any of those? Like especially one?
Probably not. Then I have these Spawn Doc Ages.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
I take it that's a Dark Ages iteration of the Spawn character then. So somebody else possessed by the Malbolga, but in the Dark Ages.
There's number 6. 5. 4. I assume this is 3. Yeah, 3.
So you do your boxes in descending numerical order then from the
Yep.
front.
Yeah, I
I've never
do.
seen anyone do that before, I don't think.
Really? There's
Is
number
that
1.
so that the newest issue goes in the front?
Yes.
Mm,
I mean,
okay.
I for a short time I worked in an LCS, and that's how they did all their books, right? The new ones were in front when you went through it. So I did. There's number 4. Of the Undead. Number 3.
I love the things on your wall behind you. They are awesome.
Yeah.
The heads.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They're solid wood. The
No
metal.
way.
And the Iron Man is double level, so the eyes are a different level, and so is the Batman.
That's
Right.
fabulous. Love it.
So to give you an illusion of like depth.
Yeah.
Were those custom made or just?
Yeah.
Buy them or make them yourself?
There's an artist, Jamie. I can't pronounce his last name. I'll put it up. He makes them. He makes them by hand, paints them the whole. Draws it out, paints them by hand, the whole 9 yards.
Well, I mean, you can tell. I can tell you who. Like that's a JR,
Yep.
and Leighton Iron Man. That's a Byrne. Wolverine. I can't quite see Batman.
Yeah.
That might be in a Paro Batman.
Yeah. So
And more than likely, that's a JR Spidey had too. Corner boxes.
yeah, from 300, not 300. What's the one with all the black background and it has the faces?
Yeah.
100.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Couldn't tell you a number.
That's a number 4. Number 3, Spawn Kills. That's all I have of those. Then I hit the Spectres. 41.
That's one of my favourite runs ever, the Spectre.
Yeah.
That run is great. All good stories. Tom Mandrake art, one of my favourite artists. And yeah, just really cool stories.
35.
Ostrander did all the stories in it mostly.
Yeah.
LCS isn't that Mormons and LDS is a drug. All right, Scott's on fire right now.
Yeah, he's being his usual silly self.
He's on fire right there.
I like Roger's joining in the darkness
I
as
want
well.
Dr.
It's saying Dr. Spectre.
I got a few Dr. Spectres, but they're not in this box. I don't think.
Yep. Yeah, we can say, hey, check out the old show where we talked to Tom Mandrake and
What's it? Sleepy Reader got some Spectre at a con the other day. He got in his most latest haul. He showed some of them off.
and then
That
JMD
last one was a
Mateus.
Mandrake cover.
Yeah.
Most of them are, like, they've lots of different guest artists. But that last one was a Mandrake. You can tell by his shadow, his darkness. You can always something about his darkness. You can always tell it's Mandrake.
It's right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
JMD Mateus got his Mandrake on a week's notice.
Oh.
And then DeMatteis came back on a couple weeks ago, and he's coming back on in a couple more weeks.
Mm-hmm.
27.
Every single one of these Spectre covers is just the painted ones are just great. I love it.
Yeah, the covers are superb. Very moody.
I have to start another pile. That one's getting too high. 24.
Look at that. That's cool.
Hey, Gray, would you have enough questions for him if I got Mandrake
Cool.
back on?
I don't like, to be honest, mate. I'm not interested. Like you saw me with JM, I didn't even bother coming on because I don't want to. I don't like talking to people. It just gets me bloody all het up. So I'm not really fussed about talking to people. I might just, if you get someone on, I might just bugger off and let you guys talk to them again, like I did this time, because it just does my anxiety in.
Yeah. Well, we got Steve Rude coming up in a couple weeks, and then
Okay.
JMD Mateus coming up a couple weeks after that. We'll keep it spread out, though.
Craziness.
Usually we're good enough just with Darren as our supreme guest.
Yeah, no, I don't want you anxiety. Don't like this one. I don't want your anxiety up too much.
This is a Mandrake one as well.
Yep.
You can tell by this. It's just something about darkness. You can see the darkness, like the little shadowy bits. I can always, most often or not, tell it's a Mandrake. It's just, I don't know how he does it. His shadows just speak to me.
16.
Yeah, great run. I take it you read it all as well.
Yeah, a while back. I haven't.
Yeah, it's a while back for me, but I think I've read it a couple of times through. But I just always enjoy it.
Scotty says he's good for giving anxiety.
There's another. Some of these like.
It's a God-given gift, Scott. There you go.
Some of these just like glow in the dark.
It's a glow in the dark. Yeah, that is a glow
And
in
some
the
had
dark.
like a texture to them as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got like a glowy texture. That's pretty sure.
And you know what?
As well.
It's not a smooth texture if you touch the actual comic. Some of them are quite rough.
Rough.
One of
grainy.
these issues coming up. I'm not sure. I'll let you know when it come up. I used it for a flyer for one of my death metal band's gigs that we did. I used it as a flyer.
Ooh.
I think I like your way of sorting Old Wolf because going backwards from the like newer ones, you get to the more extreme valuable ones, and has he got the number one? And it's like builds the suspense.
It's like a countdown from the charts. At number 10. We're now into the top 5.
Dark ones.
That's another glow in the dark. Yeah.
Yeah, that one's very rough and grainy. I remember that one.
Number 7. 6.
That's a cool cover. But the only key in the whole of that run is the first, the new Mr. Terrific. That's later on in the run. And even that, I don't think it will cost that much. I wouldn't have thought.
Old Wolf, you got to push your comics back up in the box. They're all
I know.
hanging.
I know.
Don't do it. Don't do it. It's not worth it.
Number 3. Number 2.
Again, just straight all the way down.
Number 1. Pretty sure, I think this is the one that I used for a flyer for my band.
The skull in the back.
Yeah, it glows in the dark as well, I think.
And a naught.
Number 0.
Okay.
Is the 1995 annual.
Yeah.
And I have these.
That's DeMatteis, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 13.
I think I got that run as well. That's the Hal Jordan run, isn't it? Is that the Hal Jordan run or not?
I think.
No, I think that's later. I can't remember now.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Oh, it's the Hal Jordan run. Yeah, I've got that one then. Yeah. Yeah. When it became the spirit of redemption rather than the spirit of vengeance. Yeah, there he is.
Last Laugh. Did you read that set, guys? Did you like it? The Last Laugh story?
What I recall of it, yeah. It's all right.
Seven. It's Spectre with the lantern.
Yeah.
It's a very, very, very small point, but for some reason the logo of this run doesn't look as cool.
No.
Just the Spectre.
I
It looks
agree.
kind of like too, I don't know, twirly and like, I don't know. It doesn't give me a Spectre vibe, that one. But the trade dress on that last one we saw, it just looks more Spectre-y somehow. Don't ask me why.
Do you know who does most of the logos?
In my head.
Most of the logos are done by letterers, and they'll approach them about logo changes and stuff. Tom Warzakowski's done a bunch of different logos for those.
Here's the last one of the Spectre run. I got to sign one someplace, but I'll look for it.
That's a different series,
Yeah,
isn't
that's a
it?
different one.
Yeah, that's like the 80s one, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think, isn't it?
Yeah, 1988.
Yeah, I've got the full one of that one as well. So I need to start trying to get hold of the blinking Silver Age Spectre. Actually, I don't have any of the Silver Age Spectres. I've got a couple of the showcased appearances, but they're expensive as well.
Well, I'm situated in here. Can I go next, G?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh, no. I got to figure out my placement here. So I got a theme for today because, like I said, it was ready at hand. So, and then since Ray whipped out the treasury.
Nice big boy.
And that's a Whitman. Were they all Whitman?
No. Whitmans are very few and far between, especially in the treasuries. And this one is file copy worthy, never cracked open, warehouse find.
Wow.
Nice.
So near perfect.
Awesome.
Like some of the schmutz on this is on the actual, that's just dust on the actual thing here. This is
we can't tell, mate. We can't see it anyway.
perfectly clear.
It's not showing on the camera.
Huh?
That's nice. There's none of the schmutz is showing up on the camera, so we can't see it. So
Nothing's showing up.
no, you're talking about there being marks on the cover. I'm saying we can't see them anyway.
Okay.
So you're saying like
But
this
yeah.
is on the cover, not on the comic book, but we couldn't see it. So I don't think.
That's a
So it makes
beauty.
no difference.
Absolute
It's
beauty.
nice and crisp, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
and this is like 1975. Again, it's never been open, nor am I even going to open it to look at the date in it. Never been open.
Ever read it?
Oh, snap.
Maybe I have. Oh look, yeah, Rayman's got one.
So,
Rayman said they're worth about 5p. He got five. He got 5 for $1 in his local shop. He's saying.
yeah, and see, there's the DC bullet versus the Whitman
Yeah,
bullet.
the DC one. Yeah, $2. What did your one cost?
I didn't pull out some of these other Whitmans I thought about. I actually popped upstairs when you guys went live.
What was the price
to
of
grab
your
a
one,
couple of the
Kyle?
super rare Whitmans. But I do have two of the rarest Whitmans in existence.
Wow.
Okay.
Look at that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. 1922.
Nice.
Never been cracked.
The first two Whitman comic books ever made. And again, they're books. They're literally comic books. Because this is what a comic book was in 1922.
Right.
Yeah, so they got strips inside, yeah?
Huh?
They got strips inside? The art style is like strips?
They're nothing but strips. Nothing but strips. So, and then like the back cover, it'll show you what the interior is like there.
Yeah. Were these originally are these reprinted from newspapers or?
These are original. These are
okay.
they're newspaper characters, but these are original books.
Right.
Original stories and books, but they did tend to reprint them from newspapers. And then since it was sitting there anyway in one of my oversized boxes, another Whitman first.
Color fun.
Oh,
The
never
first
heard
Whitman,
about steampunk, so I don't know, Scotty.
the first Whitman coloring book from 1948. And to give you an idea how big it is, here's a treasury, and it's bigger than the treasury bag.
Oh.
So, just an enormous hunk of burning love. So, I've traded out or given away a chunk of these, but I have kept a few of my original Whitman sealed bags.
All right.
Was it 2 for 99 cents or $2.99?
2 for 99 cents.
Oh, that is so cool.
So there's 2 comics in there. You got 2 bags for 99 cents.
2 comics in here. So
that is so cool.
Yeah, and these 2-packs weren't always that. Hey, man, good to see you too, babe. Been a while, Brian.
What's that comic? DC Comics Presents. It is, isn't it, that one?
This is
DC Comics Presents thing.
Oh, I can't even see because it's like I said, it's still sealed because I can't lift it up. I think
that first one is DC Comics Presents.
That's the Adam Strange crossover, like DCCP 17.
Can you turn the book up?
Yeah, track somewhere.
Can you turn the bag upside down? Maybe you can see the title.
Yeah,
right?
it's as far as it'll go. Is that right there?
That's an action.
So it's DC Presents.
That's DC Comics. Yep.
Yeah. So that's a 2-pack.
Chaos is jealous of that one.
The more average 3-pack.
Those are so cool.
Cheap. I don't know.
And something that you don't see very often on Whitman books.
What's the middle book?
I have to look up what I did. I'm not going to squeeze too much. Most of them doesn't have a price on them. You just won't see a price on them, nor an issue number. The middle book.
That's because they're only available in the bags, yeah?
Yeah. The middle book, there's nothing too fancy about these. They're usually worth $5 to $10 individually. Yeah, there's that looks to be a DC Comics Presents in the middle of it there. So, like the books themselves outside of the bag, the Whitman variants will be about $5 to $10 in any given condition. I mean, super high.
Did any of those little bag blocks have like any key comics in? Is there like any known ones?
Oh God, yeah. There's been some massive ones in these. I was going to talk about those. Now the biggest one is actually Uncle Scrooge 179. That's $1,000 book. Still in the bag. If somebody still has it in the bag, it's a $10,000 bag. But they only printed like 150 of them. Like
150 of the whole comic.
Of the whole comic. I think that's the number they came up with on Uncle Scrooge 150 or 179. Because they switched, they changed. The DC changed and wanted different books in there, and they only printed so many. There was a rumor going around for years there was a Porky Pig 99 and there were only 99 of them, or Porky Pig 97. And there turned out to be none of them ever printed. So the number run goes 98, 100, and things like that. But Marvel and DC did it different. Marvel used Whitman as distribution in the Midwest. So these are common. The Marvel are commonplace. These DC only did it for a very short time.
Well, there's an Uncle Scrooge 179 on my comic shop in a 6.0, going for under $500.
Well, yeah, but I mean that's $500 for a 6.0. So I said it's $1,000 book in high grade.
Yeah,
And
it's in the bag. It's 10 grand.
It's a 1980 comic book. Do what?
You earn it's 10 grand if it's still in the bag, still sealed in the bag.
I don't even think there's one in existence. It's a high grade still in the bag, but it'd be a 10 grand book because it's impossible to find. But because there are so few of them. But here's another DC one, another Superman, Justice League.
The thing is, I'm saying it's 10 grand. Is how many people actually want that book? Would there be enough of them vying for it?
Enough people that would want that. Yeah. I mean, seriously, if I had the cash, I'd want it. Because it's
you wouldn't pay 10 grand for it, though. I don't know how many people pay 10 grand.
These were the common Whitman bags. Yeah. But there's a few of these I'd go for. The still sealed X-Men 118 commands close to $1,000. With the one that's X-Men 118 is in with Avengers 196. I've only ever seen it still sealed once, and that sold for like $1,700. So it's got the first appearance of Taskmaster, or the first full appearance of Taskmaster in it, and it's got Burn X-Men issue. I love this one because it's been tagged so many times, and it's from an old Target from decades ago. But Whitman just distributed, like Whitman was an actual offshoot of Gold Key Whitman. So this is their in-house comics. This is their version of in-house. DC.
That is absolutely true, Scotty. That is exactly my fantasy too.
Yeah. But DC did those for a very short time and very limited. I have a ghost. The door just opened behind me. Marvel used Whitman as a Midwest distribution center. So, like, there may be only 1,000 particular issues of Whitman in any issue for DC, but in Marvel, there's a bunch more. But Marvel went above and beyond. They put the nicer art on there. I came off a couple of these to Mark already, so. But there's 3 Tarzan. I'm going to come off about everything, except this one. I don't think I'm soon to come off of this one. Three issues of the Hulk, still bagged. And again, I mean, the individual books, $5-10 a piece for the Whitman variants. In the DC, they're just regular, whatever they're worth. In Marvel, the bags are valued a little bit higher, but these bags can run you anywhere from, there are 2-packs, there are Superman 2-packs with fancy art on them that command $100 starting price.
Wow, just for the bags?
Because they're just few and far between, but you know, these will set you back $50 to $100 all day long, the higher the grade. Whereas the individual books inside wouldn't set you back 15. So, but they're not non-existent, but they're close enough to it. I mean, those are
people with more money than sense who want to spend extra for comics they can't even read. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean that's from like 1970s. I mean, they go back pre that, but this particular Whitman run runs like 1970s.
We'll go to Darren for some comics now.
Now, here's one of the most one of the costliest DC Whitmans. We all know what issue that is, right?
Oh, no. Is that the first? No, it's not.
Yeah, that's the first issue.
First He-Man, I was going to say, but it's not. I don't know what it is.
That's the first DCCP right there. This is probably, and again, it's higher grade. I mean, it all comes down to grade. But like, if this is a $3 book loose, then it's like a $5 to $6 book. And this is probably, in the condition it's in, probably a $25 book. But that's DCCP 1. And I believe this is issue 4.
Okay, you've lost me. What does ECCP mean?
DC Comics presents. It's,
oh, that's number 1.
Yeah.
Right.
And that usually says DC in that, so it would say DC Comics presents. So it's DCCP. But that's issue 1. I think that's what, 4 or 7 or 17. I lost track. I used to keep the numbers on these.
So
I haven't got them memorized.
That number 1 is because it's a Whitman, or in general that's
well, number 1, it's worth a little bit more money, and then it's a Whitman, so it's up to half as much, you know. So
let's go to Darren and show some comics now. We've got to get around a bit more. I've got to get back to show some more from my box.
Right. Well,
we'll go around a couple of times anyway, so you can show some more later.
Well, I'm going to take you down to the other end of the market. Whee! Down to the bottom end. So I ran downstairs and I picked up I've bought a collection recently. Old Wolf, not Old Man. Old Wolf. I have an online comic shop, so I go out buying collections.
Yep.
And so this collection was the remnants of a shop that was closing, and there was nothing in there particularly special. And every single comic was just rammed in a big jumbled mess. So when I get a collection that's all in a big jumbled mess, the first thing I do is sort it alphabetically. I don't even bother sorting it by title or number. First job, letter of the alphabet. So 26 different piles.
Right.
And I just went to get the J pile for you, because Jaguar. Let's see if there's a Jaguar in the J pile, because this is just crazy stuff. So it's all random. Now, I'm the only comic shop owner in the world who knows nothing about comics, so I'll show them, and you do the talking.
Oh, yeah, Justice Machine. I've got a few of those. That's they made a role-playing game out of it. There was a role-playing game. They did a Justice Machine sort of add-on for it.
Bill Willingham from the Elementals.
Yeah, that's right.
JSA.
That's the JSA, yeah.
I'm just going to fire them thick and fast. You do.
Yeah, I've got that whole run of JSA of those ones.
Yeah, me too.
Pretty cool. JLA.
Oh,
We might see some dupes as well.
Yeah.
Oh man, them labels down in the corner threw me off. I thought you had a couple of rarities there, but it's like, nope, those are just labels. Starbreaker.
John Sable.
Sables.
Oh, and Gray, you were talking about the new universe.
Alex Roth, Braithwaite stuff.
Oh, Justice, yeah. I'm only up for the Star brand of the new universe.
Did anyone read these all, and what did you think to them?
Mediocre.
I can't remember.
They didn't last.
Yeah, pretty mediocre. But I remember what I saw of them. Some of them, the teams were crap.
Good ideas, just kind of mid-level.
Spitfire looked quite good, like an armored guy. He didn't look too bad. Is it called Spitfire?
What if Deadpool appears in the new universe in the next film? Woo!
Very, very unlikely.
That's Jim son
of
Saturn,
son
right?
of Saturn. Yeah.
I've got this on the Journey into Mystery.
Gods.
Lost Gods. That's actually like what, Thor 504 or whatever?
Yeah.
Read them. Go ahead, read them.
Did Thor leave the title for a short while, and that's what it was?
Well, they just kind of rolled back into Journey into Mystery for a minute.
James Bond.
Yeah, it was a horror title, the second run of Journey into Mystery. I was trying to finish that off.
Oh, no. Something happened.
Well, it's not something happened. I just remembered what I did is that I put 26 piles out and then started putting the comics on the piles and realized when I got to the first eye that I didn't make an I pile, so the I's had to go with the J's.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Incorruptible.
I don't even know what this is. I've not heard of this, but it's by Boom. Mark Wade.
Mark Wade's grandma, or Mark
Another
Wade's
Mark Wade
wife.
Boom.
What was the joke with Bill? Mark Wade's wife.
Oh yeah, we won't go into it.
They're pretty cool covers, though.
Yeah, look all right.
Thankfully, I
That
think
one's
these.
barely visible.
Yeah, they're on the bag, not the comic, so that's good.
Can't quite make out what that was even.
Really? Oh, is my camera a bit dodgy?
No, it's just,
No,
it's
that
just
cover was dodgy.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
dark,
Is that...
dark cover.
But there was a bloke standing there or a helicopter flying over. It was impossible
War
to
of
tell
the
what it was.
Realms, Journey into Mystery.
We're looking for a Jaguar. Come on, there's got to be one here. So, oh, hello. Spoke too soon.
Probably not. How big is the pile?
Not very. We're nearly at the end of it.
There you go.
Jaguar.
Jaguar.
What number's that? It's
Number
not the
one.
annual, though, is it?
Number one,
Number
no?
one.
That's number one, yeah.
A Whitman variant of this in the bag, 20 grand.
Well, there you go. It would be, because that'd be the only one of its kind.
Yeah, exactly. There ain't no Whitman variant of it.
I'll get my pen and draw a W on it, and I'll put it in a bag.
Oh, just machine
It's
again.
not the same as the first one you showed.
Yeah, and here's another one.
You got a few of them.
There's some
Tomko,
crazy
Miko.
duplicates in this.
Hey, there's
Johnny
a
Quest.
little value there. If you pop up with the Dave Stevens cover, you're going to be sitting pretty.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
Johnny Demon.
Right, we're now in the F pile. Do you want to go to someone else?
No, carry on.
I've got the F piles of that a little bit bigger.
Freaks.
Freak.
Just shout when you get bored.
Ultraverse Malibu.
Freaks again.
Marvel just bought them out and folded them right into the company.
Yeah.
So, Ray, this is my dollar bin because I bought these real cheap because they were. This
They're
is my
all-
dollar bin.
Oh, Freak Force, they're quite fun. Freak Force is quite a cool run. So I've got the Freak Force run.
There's a good one.
Fresh
Dalgota.
Bones.
That right there that you're holding won the like the Ink Pot Award that year, the Eisner Award. That Fujikati Dalgota. That won Comic of the Year that year.
Theo of Red Planet, is that?
What was the title with the F that we were looking for with the impact?
Fly.
Fly. Ah, okay.
Pretty fly for a white guy.
There's certainly a lot of freaks.
Well, yeah. Look who you're keeping company with.
Yeah, that's right. Look at
I
this.
heard you always party with the freaks.
Look at that for a cover. Fear Case.
That's a horror one, isn't it?
I hope so.
It's a wraparound where you can barely see anything.
Woohoo! Marvel. That's the first Marvel one. Oh no, we saw some Thor, didn't we?
Modern Marvel.
Flesh and Bones. Those are actually good. That's considered an underground comic. Well, it's still Fantagraphics.
What about the Ferret? Is that any good?
I thought it was. It's a straight up Wolverine knockoff. Especially the bullet hole issue. The bullet hole issues are real fun.
Is that Sabretooth knockoff next to him then, is it?
More or less.
Probably. Surely Wolverine's not the first animalistic blinking hero or character, is he?
He's the first one that really caught on. I mean, the first animalistic hero is Tarzan.
There must have been other ones prior to him, you'd think.
Flesh and Bone. That's a really good series. That is, I mean, like I said, that won the Eisner Award, so it's gotta be something about it. Bill Sienkiewicz, Timberwolf or Wolverine. Yeah, Timberwolf and
Oh, we've seen that one before.
in the
Another dupe.
Legion. There's been a ton of them. that fit that.
So who was the first one, though?
Tarzan.
No, between Timberwolf and Wolverine.
Oh, Timberwolf by a decade, I thought. Timberwolf might have come out in the 70s.
I think he was 60, but don't quote me on it.
It's pretty close if it's in the 70s then, because Wolverine popped up in the end of 74.
Must put a G in the F pile. Oh, no, what?
Let's stop doing that, though.
The system has failed.
Right.
Sometimes if you put one comic down wrong and you keep sorting,
you messed up the rest of the
whatever
pile.
that is, that's the top comic. So you just keep piling on top of it until you figure out what you've done. Oh God, look, dupes. Whee! Oh, look, here we go.
1968 Timberwolf came out.
Yeah, so Timberwolf predates him by 6 years, and there's all kind of feral ones, but
Oh, there's the fly.
there you go.
Number 8.
Then, like I said, always check those because those tend to be
I think I need the annual
autograph.
And that's about it of those.
Hey,
So,
giant size freaks, they're really catering to us now.
Yeah, I need Black Hood annual, Fly annual, Shield annual, and 3 issues of Crucible to complete my Impact run.
So I filed this under Final Crisis. That's why. This one isn't an error. Filing error.
No, I've just double checked, and Collecting Chaos is correct. I read it too quickly. First appeared in Adventure Comics 327 in December 1964 as Lone Wolf. He joined the team in 372, and that was September 68. So before Collecting Chaos's greater knowledge.
Red Wolf showed up in Avengers 80, so that was like
Firestorm's a good run.
71.
Not worth much though, but it's a good run.
I'm going to send all of these to Matilda. These are ace.
It's yellow cover.
Oh.
She'll love them.
Yeah, pissed on the covers.
She can cover her walls with them.
The Foot Soldiers.
Nearly there. Probably about another 20 to go.
I can make a joke about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Hey, Sleepy Reader. We just went through some
Hey,
specters.
Damie. Damie should come on too, just cause. Some Jimmy Olsen yellow covers.
Oh, does she not like Jimmy Olsen either?
Yeah.
Nope.
And I don't know if Fanboy Prime's still on, but B, if you popped on,
She
here,
developed an
that'd be kinda
instant
cool.
hatred for him when I started showing them, basically.
The holding of that car reminds me very much of an Amazing Spider-Man cover by McFarlane. Do you know the one I mean?
Have us white, baby?
Is it a homage, do you think? Or the other way
Maybe, or
around?
a cover swipe or something?
Or a knockoff, a swipe or a
Firebrand got about 7 issues. Then the next time he came up, he was being killed in JSA, which was rather annoying.
I've seen that one already, about 6 multiples of that. Oh, hey.
What was that last one? Was it Firefly?
Firefly, yeah.
Brand new.
Oh, is that the TV show Firefly?
Yeah.
That predates the TV show. So that's kind of neat.
I think that was the one, that's the 5th copy that I've just held up, because there were a bunch of dupes in here. So you can see this collection, this is after I've sorted it by letter. So imagine how jumbled up it was before I sorted it into letters.
Yeah.
This
It's
was
one of my favourite
work,
jobs.
mate.
One of my favourite jobs is
A lot
sorting
of
out.
work. That one we've seen before. Boom Boy. I remember seeing it said Boom Boy on the bottom, so there was a double.
was this so this was a store that closed?
Yeah, and he just they were just complete. This is exactly how I took them off his for sale display. Well,
You sold all the good shit already by the looks of it.
Yeah, that's what
Oh, Flair's quite good.
Larf.
That's Flair.
I want that. You can put that on my pile. That's a Canadian book I don't own. That's Wonder Comics, right?
I got one issue of Flair.
Is it
No,
I've
that's
got
Hero.
one issue of
Hero? That's Hero Initiative. Yeah, but that's Canadian book.
It
Yeah,
might-
you can definitely put that on my pile.
It might even be the one that I've got. There's one issue of Flair, yeah. I had to pick it up. My mate used to collect it, and I had to pick it up because it's so funny. Like she's fighting some super speedster, and her tit falls out of her blinking bustier, and he pokes it back in. He's all like, "Oh, I'm so sorry," and he's poking her tit back in like that, and she just props him one. And so I had to pick that up because that was hilarious.
And then to finish it off, stuff we've probably seen already. A couple more dupes of that,
Freaks,
More
freaks.
freaks.
and 2 more dupes of that, and that's it.
Man, he
Oh,
loved
yeah.
that book.
That is
All
the
right,
all
look at
the Fs and all the J's in that collection.
Wow.
Oh, let's get through some. Right,
Feel the same.
Boy, you got a pretty mouth.
got some Young Justice now. Starting off with Detention Comics. Young Justice #1. So we've got a full run of Young Justice.
Is Young Justice not a very popular character?
I think it was a cartoon at one point, didn't it? Young Justice.
Well, they put out a cartoon of it.
It's a team, not a character. It's a team. It's got Robin
Ah,
and Superboy and Wonder Girl and Impulse. Sorry.
did it
various
run for
others over
a
time.
long run?
Yeah, fair run. Yeah, I think it's. I can't remember off the top of my head. 60 odd maybe. We'll find out today when I show them all.
Oh, you got them all.
Yeah, I've got a full run, man. I always try and get a full run. If I like a comic book, if I like a character, I don't just pick up one or two. I try and get the whole run. When I was actually buying them monthly, I'd keep on going with them. Yeah, the juvenile version of the Justice League. Well said, KK. And Red Tornado was kind of like a mentor for them quite a bit. Cute is a 4-letter word. Unfortunately, they're not all in individual bags. So I have to, because I'm a cheapskate and I like buying 5 or 6 in one bag. Save on money, basically. I like to spend my money on comics rather than peripherals.
I always liked Red Tornado.
Yeah, Red Tornado's
It's-
cool.
I had an obsession for Red Tornado and Vision, but I traded away my first Vision. And then I thought
Well,
about
I think I've got that Red Tornado. I'm sending you the first Red Tornado. I'm pretty sure it's in the pile of comics I'm going to send you at some point.
Yeah.
Not exactly a pile, but a few, because you're cutting down. So I don't see the point of sending you 2.
Yeah,
Maybe.
if the first Red Tornado's in there, I want it. That's why I said I'm going very specific, like gifts from
Oh, look.
friends. I'll
Trees.
add very specific issues.
There's a big tree on this one. What do you reckon, guys?
Oh yeah, you're in because that's
Cover
pretty
slingers,
cool. It's
cover-
guns and everything. Yeah, that's a good one.
Quite an impressive, not a bad tree.
I'll have to find that one in my shop stock and see if I can get on before you.
It's a good, what do you call it? Mount Rushmore cover. The nose of one of the presidents is stuffed with dynamite.
Lincoln's nose, spiders.
I had Red Tornado in Justice League of America when he killed them all in a satellite on the cover. And he
Yeah.
wore purple with his red. Okay.
Scotty's put his want list in the chat. I think you can make a sale here, Gray.
Yeah. No, I'm not selling, mate. One day, once the doctor says to me, "I'm sorry, Mr. Fraser, you have 6 months to live," then I say, "Okay, time to start selling my comic books then." Hopefully I get that. I don't want to go popping my clogs like
That entire issue reads like that too, right?
about 6 months notice. It's the series reads like what did you say?
That last issue reads sideways.
Like on
I don't
landscape.
remember, to be honest. I read them when they came out, and I've not read them since.
Yeah, they did that a couple times over. They did that on a
That's why I need to
New
live.
Mutants
No,
issue.
they read the same way. They read the normal way.
Ah, okay. They did
This
that
is
with
why
the
I
New
need to-
Mutants issue. I thought DC copied that at one point. So.
I can't pop my clothes anytime soon. I want to reread some of these. First, I need to collect every single comic that I want, and then I've got to reread some.
Jackson Roy Kirk's want list is everything in Ray's room.
Watch out, Ray.
I wouldn't know what to do with that many comic books. Well, I wouldn't have my wife if I had that many comic books either. She said that where I'm at's perfectly fine. It fits just in my library.
Young Justice goes for the goldfish.
If I had a wife, I'd have to keep her in my library because every other room of the house has got comics in.
She tolerates my collecting as long as I can keep it limited. She's more annoyed by all my bookshelves of old books.
Yeah.
Because they're in 5 different rooms in the house.
I'm just glad I don't live with Lisa. Because I'd have too many comic books for that.
Yeah, but you can
there
use,
goes the neighbourhood.
you can use
That's
both
what I
your
say
house
whenever
and hers,
Kyle
Ray.
comes on a stream. Sorry?
You can use both your house and her house for storing your books.
No, she's got no room in her house. Got no room at hers, unfortunately. She's only got a little flat. Number 31.
Yeah, I turned one of my bookshelves into like something for my ex-wife to put her Stephen King books and
Here's another tree one.
Harry Potter books and crap
Oh man,
like
you're
that.
getting them all. That's 2 in the same set.
Another tree.
Yeah.
I've chosen my trees now, right? There was one that I really wanted to get out of. You know when you think you've got a comic book, you're so sure you've got it because you know exactly what it looks like the cover. And I'm like, I'm sure I've got that. I went for the whole box twice and it wasn't there. I was like, surely I had this comic book. And I don't have that comic book, which is rather annoying. So I think what it is in the next issue, I think because in the issue that it was on, it's a flash issue, like 150 something or other. And I think they said that the story wasn't told properly or something because there was some issue with publishing like a deadline or something. So the cover didn't match up with the story or something like that. So the next issue story, they showed you the cover again inside the issue, I think. And said told you the story they originally meant to tell or something like that. I can't remember the wording of it. But that's why I saw it. Granny Goodness. I like Granny Goodness, but I watched Triple G's stream the other day, and they was all saying Granny Goodness is a rubbish villain. I think Granny Goodness has got a place in the DC universe.
Where'd I see the other day? Granny Goodness was voiced by this male actor of some renown. I was tickled by that. I can't remember where I saw it.
Number 40.
Right. Let's do the whole Young Justice one. I think. How many have we got? Yeah, we do the whole Young Justice one, and then I'll move on to somebody else, and then I can finish off the box after everyone else has had another go through. All right.
I don't know. Ray might run out of comics to show.
Yeah, I know he always has trouble.
Uh-oh.
Here's the Ray.
There's the Ray. Ray's down in the corner.
Oh, it's that lettering again.
It's a Spectre.
Yeah, the lettering again from the Spectre. Dear Daddy, why do people hate me? Darren's always asking that, ain't you, Darren?
Every day, I guess it's my motto.
Yeah.
I'm going to have it tattooed on my forehead, Gray.
Rock the vote.
Rock the vote.
Excuse me.
Follow the leader. A death in the family.
What is that, Kid Lobo or something?
They seem very teenager sort of oriented, don't they?
Well, they are. They're the kid members. They're the what do you call it? The sidekicks of the Justice League, basically. Robin, Batman sidekick, Superman sidekick, Wonder Woman sidekick, like a younger version of the Teen Titans almost.
Yeah, I was
'Cause,
gonna say that.
the Teen Titans has got, Nightwing. Secret goes to the dark side. Right, so 55 issues, it turns out. Farewell. And we've got Superman for the animals.
Huh.
Look at that. These little bastards had a cat in a box. They were throwing it onto a busy highway. I would have fucking heat visioned the bastards. I tell you, I would have fucking copped them all to a crisp with my fucking laser vision.
Yeah.
Little slags. Anyway,
Tell
that's
us
just
what
me.
you really think.
I tell you, any kid who was going to throw a cat onto the fucking motorway, I'd fucking throw him after it. I tell you,
Yeah.
bastards.
Agreed.
Go with some Dark Hawk.
There you go.
Cool.
Number one.
Dark one, you're a millionaire.
Yeah. Woohoo!
Rumor has it he's going to show up in one of these Marvel properties soon.
That Darkhawk run, you're a millionaire if you got the later runs because they're so hard to get hold of. The late issues of Darkhawk.
Yeah, there you go. There's two.
Yeah, because Ray's
went
got
really
them all.
low-
That's why
low.
he's
Ray's
he's
going to
been
start
mad
whipping
tiny.
out his unintentional direct market and newsstands.
Coming. On five.
The end of that run was really low print run, so they're hard to get.
Ray, do you do that deliberately? That you try and get a direct and a newsstand? Is that part of? Yeah. Oh wow.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, I try to collect one of each. Number 7.
Yeah. This is Gray has toned down what you would do to the cat dumpers. I was going to drop a C-bomb, but I thought better of it, to be honest.
Back in 2 seconds.
There we go. One of each.
There you go. 1 and 1.
1 and 1. 10. 11. 12. 13 with Venom. Pretty cool cover.
Yeah. That's when he got really popular then, and when like his guest appearances are almost as good as Spider-Man guest appearance, possibly better around that time. He really took off, didn't he?
Kudos. $15.
Apparently Ed Asner voiced Granny Goodness in the Superman animated cartoon series or something.
Granny Goodness was Ed Asner. That was it. I don't remember where I'd seen that, but I knew I'd seen it somewhere.
Is Ed Asner a well-known person? Or?
I didn't see it. I heard it. Do you know where I heard it?
No.
JMD Mateus told us during the show.
Oh.
That was what it was. JM talked about how much fun that was that he got to do. Ed Asner.
Because he wrote most of them, didn't he? He wrote a lot of them, didn't he?
19.
So a lot of animation.
Yeah, he wrote a lot of those. I knew
Yeah.
that was buzzing in my head like, wait, I heard that just the other day. And it's like, yeah, JM told us. Because I'm a dumbass. And I done forgot interviewing my favorite writer. So...
Yeah, they 3 Darkhawks, 48, 49, and 50.
Bye.
Shiny.
It was shiny, yep.
Is he still active in the Marvel Universe, Dark Hawk?
Not sure.
$27.
Was he called Chris Masters or something like that? Dark
Yep,
Hawk
56.
guy. So I don't remember.
And annual number 2. And that's it for Dark Hawk. Now we got Shadowhawk.
Shadowhawk.
Number 3.
Shadowhawk wasn't too bad. Early
Number
issues.
3.
Yeah, I don't know the Mary Tyler Moore show. I've heard of it, but we never got it in the UK, so I'm not aware of the characters from it.
His name was Christopher Powell.
I just love sitting here burping my bags like a Tupperware. Greg, you burp your bags for storage space, right?
Number 2 out of it.
Press the air out of them.
Get all the air out of them, yeah.
Three.
He was Shadowhawk was famous for breaking crooks' backs, wasn't he? That was his kind of thing when he first came around. He broke people's backs, and I think he had AIDS as well.
Yeah.
This
So
is a Shadowhawk.
yeah, I got about 20 issues of Shadowhawk.
That's it for him. Green Arrow.
Was that to the tune of Green Giant?
Yeah. Green
Ho ho ho! Green Arrow.
Well, you talk about a comic book to have. Green Giant Comics #1. That's a golden age treasure. That's another one of them $10,000 books.
Miniseries #1. Out of 4. And I only have 1. But 2. 3.
Old Silver Age Green Arrow is so ridiculous. If you ever want to read a dark comic book, read Old Silver Age Green Arrow. It's a golden age. Even basically old Green Arrows. It's just bonkers. Absolutely bonkers.
17.
How old, Gray? Like, I mean, when it was part of Green Lantern?
No, not that one. That's 70s. I'm talking about older Silver Age. Oh, maybe gold. I'm not sure. Like, when did he start? He started quite old, didn't he? But they're just all the blinking daft arrows that he's got, and even the car and the aeroplane, and they had a car that they used, and like you literally would ejector seat them onto the top of skyscrapers. And I'm just looking at it, I think, how the hell would they be able to do that? It's just like you'd need to sort of sit and work out the physics of it for hours. You couldn't just smash an ejector seat and land on the top of a 40-floor bloody building. It was just like you have to. Some characters you just have to. What do you call it? Let go of your incredulity, like a lot more than other characters. Let's put it that way. Suspend your disbelief. That was the phrase I was looking for.
These are pretty cool covers, but how many times can you show a guy pointing a bow and arrow, you know?
Well,
yeah.
Look at Robin Hood.
yeah. A tree. Ray, tree.
Tree. Ray's not playing this week. Ray's not singing this week. He's got to go away.
Another tree.
Well, Ray, you're giving me some great ideas then.
Ray, why don't you show a Christmas cover with a Christmas tree on it?
Oh, yeah, cool. That's a good one. Yeah, that's giving me a great idea. Yeah.
Well, they're identical because Grell drew himself as these people. They all look like Mike Grell did in his youth when he got out of Vietnam.
Oh.
That's Mike Grell growing his goatee and saying, yeah, this is me. Kevin Smith.
Nice one, yeah.
Yeah, I think I've got the Kevin Smith run. I think that's all I've got of Green Arrow. Maybe a few like odd ones here and there. I think I've got the daft ones that I remember was from. I've got a couple of the black and white books of it. I can't remember what they're called. What that series is called. But I've got 2 of them.
Get off my lazy ass and get around to it. I'm pretty sure I can get Kevin Smith on the show.
Yeah, all right, mate. Let's see.
I mean, we got his comic book guy, his reference guy. He's been on the show.
Yeah.
Right.
So, and the guy that runs his movie theater in New Jersey.
Yeah, there's a bit of a jump though from the bloke who works in his comic shop and the guy himself, no Carl. It's possible you might get him on, but you do like to count your chickens before they're hatched.
No, just throwing out ideas. But I'm missing a bag somewhere.
Oh.
How have I
That's kind of it.
placed a bag?
That's what's he calls what's that story? Somebody's monster it's called, isn't it? Like that's an really old kind of like quirky character rebrought back into Green Arrow. That was quite a weird one. That was somebody on his monster. It was called. I can't remember now. You know what I'm talking about, Carl? Yeah.
What's that?
Look, there's a new 52 Green Arrow.
Oh, yeah.
Talking about what monsters?
Oh, don't worry about it.
I like those Kevin Smith covers, Ray. They were nice. Look at that one. That's cool.
Yeah, it was an old, like a kid and his monster. I can't remember what the actual name of the title was. And they brought it back in Green Arrow as a more serious kind of.
Is that a reprint?
I don't remember.
That looks like a graphic novel or it's something. Yeah, like square-bound something.
Yeah, square-bound.
There it is.
Okay, that's it.
If we're going to go to Old Wolf next,
Wolf,
give me a letter of the alphabet to go and bring a pile for when Old Wolf is done.
First thing first, I found I got a signed copy of number 8, the glow and dark one. Both Drake and the writer there, what was it? I can't say it.
Strander?
It begins with an O.
John O. Strander.
Yeah. They both signed it. So
Cool.
I knew I had it, and I was like, why isn't it not in the box? But I had it in another box.
No, go with S for your letter, Darren. S.
Yeah, there you go. US. So Spectacular Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Newer to older. So that's 222.
Spider-Man.
21. 20. Hey, Tiger, I have news for you. Hey, baby. Little Puma. It's like, that's Puma, right? Puma, right?
Stanley and his monster. That was the comic I was trying to think of. Stanley and his monster.
Oh, I thought you were talking about something that had to do with Green Arrow. Yeah, I've got the final issue of that upstairs.
Stanley and his monster just showed up in the Green Arrow. I was just saying that it was an old character, an old DC quirky book that showed up like in a serious Green Arrow kind of Kevin Smith. It's quite interesting.
Bloody Mary. There you go, little typhoid marionette.
These are 90s, isn't they? This is where I stopped.
Pretty much.
This is why I stopped getting Marvel, because I just think the art's rubbish.
Yeah, 1994.
Yeah. Around about here, I'm like, yeah, I'm out. That one's not too bad.
Well, you really make me feel good about showing them to me then if you think they're rubbish.
Yeah,
Certain ones of them would certainly were, yeah. But yeah, it's not all about me. You ain't got shown to me. Ray's looking. The ones that I was collecting, they just turned to. Let me have a look at. Let's have a look at my.
Good.
Let's go have a look at my what ones I actually stopped on.
There we go, 209.
D. Mateus and
Yeah.
Selva Shema.
Trying to get 100 to 200 runs, so that must have been about the time I was collecting them. So I stopped off before 200. The last one I got is like 185 or something like that. So
I've got a 200 signed by Selva Shema.
no, cool. Tombstone. Oh, you
Need
go
to get it
backwards as
signed
well.
by
So
JM, but I
yeah,
have to crack it out of the seal.
you go
thing.
backwards as well. So you started the first couple were rubbish, but now you're going into the good ones.
Yeah, that's JM's run right there.
Yep.
Tombstone, Lonnie Mate. No, not Lonnie Machin. Lonnie Machin was
Early Carnage.
Anarchy.
Early
Lonnie
Carnage
Yes,
there.
Maximum Carnage run.
Yeah, this is why I get annoyed with Spider-Man, because I was collecting it properly, getting every issue from my local comic shop, and he fucking gypped me. He never gave me the first Venom or the first Carnage. So like, every time I see people going through them, I'm like, boo-hoo, worries me.
That's the one I got autographed.
Cool. Must be hard on the shiny silver.
It stands out beautifully, but if I get JM to sign it, I guess he's just gonna have to sign the exterior bag, because I mean those are sealed. Those Dynamic Forces ones, they might as well be in a slab, because you open them and it devalues them.
All right.
So technically, I probably have like over 100 slabs then, because I got a ton of Dynamic Forces.
Death of a Vermin.
The Death of Vermin.
But the way I do it, he goes back. He comes back to life.
Yeah. Now, there you go.
Good point.
Now the question with that, like, there's no way I could sort my comics and not have the Death of Craven story not all together.
Well, I do it by title. I don't do it by,
Yeah.
Whatever title they come out, they go alphabetical order right in the box.
Yeah.
That'd make me nuts, because like if I tried to do the Atlantis Attacks annuals, I'd put them all together. If I had Death of a Family.
Yeah, crossovers are a pain for when you want to put them in your boxes.
Yeah. 190.
Rhino.
Two of these.
Mm-hmm. Vulture.
Yep.
We have 6 people viewing, and I think they've all fallen to sleep. So come on, chat, wake up. We want you involved.
Sorry.
No, they didn't fall asleep because of you, Old Wolf. They fell asleep a long time ago. These are great what you're showing. This should wake them up.
Big old run of JMD Mateus comics there. Big old run of them.
House is editing a video.
So this is 182. Vermin. I'm glad he sees back to life. The Child Within.
Jackson's asleep.
Sorry.
It's not you, Old Wolf. It's just late at night. Well, in the UK, it's nearly midnight.
Well, at least I get once they get in a box, I seldom take them out. So at least I'm taking them out here.
Giving him an airing.
Is that the coronavirus one, or have you gone past that one?
Right there.
That's the
That's
one, yeah.
Corona.
That's the one. Just for a brief moment, that sort of gained $20 in value because of it's a someone called Corona who launches a virus on the world.
Right there.
Even though it's just a mention of the sun, it's talking about the sun, right?
Yeah.
Mary Jane.
Dr. Otto Octavius.
When I was a kid, Specky Spidey, I got a few of those at the time that Tombstone first sort of appeared. So you're coming up to it in about 30 issues, I reckon.
All right, I'll speed up for it then.
No, it's okay. I'm not falling asleep. I'm enjoying it.
Ironically, I'm falling asleep. It's my stream.
That's because we're on Marvel, Gray, and you like DC.
No, it's because Lisa's an early bird. She's always early up and like early to bed kind of thing. So nowadays, 11:30, my eyes are going. You know what I mean? I've got 100 more comics to show, so I'm not going to bed yet.
Wow.
Ooh.
At the time that we had Specky Spidey, Web of Spidey, Amazing Spidey, the Spider-Man by McFarlane, had that come out around about here?
Yeah.
And then God knows how many miniseries. Was it too much Spidey?
I'm guessing they were selling.
That's what they had. I mean, they rode the horse, right? I mean,
Yeah.
we're doing this today with Batman on everything, and
Yeah, exactly. Well, if it sells, keep doing it, I suppose.
that's it until nobody wants it.
Yeah, and Marvel Tales are also running at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you dig it, do it. If you really
Reprinting.
dig it, do it twice.
Team Up was going at one point as well, wasn't it? Not too
Yeah,
far
I think
off this
Team
era.
Up finished
Well,
a bit before.
Web replaced Team Up.
Oh, did it? Okay.
Yeah. Yep. Team Up went to 150, and a month later or 2 months later, Web 1 came out.
Okay. I'm trying to get the first 100 of Web.
That was when he went cosmic. That was that again at the time.
Yeah.
At the time, because he went cosmic, values went up. I remember that as a kid.
Yeah, when he got the Captain Universe powers, which bumped up the first appearance of Captain Universe and the value of that, who first appeared in Micronauts 8.
This box goes on.
Banjo. It's Banjo, isn't it? I think what we called.
Yep. Tombstone.
Yeah, I bought that one in the shop. Yeah.
Tombstone.
Was that 50p UK on the bottom of the US price, the cover price? 50p, I think.
Ooh, like 2 battles in one.
What is the UK price on them, Tony?
Or 40p.
Should be right under the price there.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
just
50.
50. Yeah.
Oh, it's the same one again.
Yeah.
I think Spider-Man started getting a bit annoying for me as well because like he never seemed to resolve anything. Like it seemed like story plot lines were dragged on for months, and you know what I mean. It got a bit formulaic, like. And like, how was it that every supervillain that he fought happened to be someone that he knew in their real identities as well?
Yeah.
It's like he's just got a bit too.
Just when it hit the
Well, you heard JM talk about it. They basically said, here, give us 2 years of ideas, and we're going to run with them. And
I didn't like the paper. The paper changed on about half the Marvel range at this period. It was on Web and Specky, but it wasn't on Amazing. And Amazing kept the old style paper, and I like that. But this new style stuff was like, I don't know, it was thicker, but the colors were like brighter, but horribly brighter.
Okay. I can't say
And actually,
that. But...
it got a wave, not water damage, but the paper developed a wave. Nearly every comic has that wave in it.
Yeah.
Of that other paper style.
Yeah, it was kind of cardboardy and flimsy. They got away from the high gloss paper for a while and went, yeah, that's a bad idea.
Did they call it Baxter paper?
Well, no, the
that
Baxter
was
paper is
DC.
fancy paper. That's thick
Yeah,
stock fancy paper.
That was mainly DC did the Baxter paper.
And then
Right.
that's high gloss. DC did back. Marvel's one that started all the Baxter paper stuff with all their when Kazar, Micronauts, and the other one went to direct market. They went straight Baxter paper pages, and
That was the one. That was the first one I ever bought from the newsstand. Well, newsagent in the UK.
But yeah, they went to this cardboardy, flimsy stuff there for a stretch, and it just really didn't work. So they used high gloss again.
Sin Eater released.
Moon Knight. Moon Knight was the third one that went direct sale only. I don't know why I brain farted the big one.
Here you go.
Yeah, the good stuff.
Yeah,
Craven.
there's Vermin
Is that
back.
Vermin or Craven?
That's Vermin.
Vermin.
There's like 2 Vermins, and then there'll be 2 Cravens because he's going backwards. So
These were very big ones on Cover Slingers Grey with all the rats.
Yeah, with Vermin.
Black suit action.
It's a nice cover.
great black suit cover.
Wrecking Havoc.
Wrecking Crew.
Is there?
Spider-Woman.
Are you guys doing a butt category?
That
We have
would
done
win
butt characters.
Awesome.
I think I came dead last on butt week because I was trying to think outside the box. I showed a cigarette butt on a Hellblazer cover, which Matilda was like, "Is that great?" And also I showed a character called Butt. I think it's Butte or something like that. She was a rock woman, like a BUTTE, I think, and she was from West Coast Avengers. Because I thought I'd think
Montana.
outside the box a bit, but yeah, Mr. Gray, that doesn't count, Mr. Gray. You wanker. You're a twat, Mr. Gray. Go suck a dick, Mr. Gray.
Oh, that was good.
Yeah, that's cool. We should, if 1 week she can't do the judging, you're going to have to be the judge, Gray, using that voice.
Yeah. Hmm.
Oh, I got 2 of these puppies.
Where is Spider-Man?
Is there one coming up soon with like someone shooting through the crosshairs of a
That one's
weapon?
kind of big. That is an early Sabretooth, ironically enough.
I'll see if I have it. I'll keep going. This is 114. $13.
Do you put your Peter Porker behind your Peter Parker?
It would be, yeah.
Well, that's a question. Is this a P book or is it an S book? I
These
find
are
it
S books.
spectacular.
It's an S book, actually. It's spectacular. So.
Yeah.
And
Peter
Peter
Parker
Porker is
spectacular.
actually Marvel Tales, Tails.
That's a
Got
good
that
cover.
autographed by Peter David.
That's a cracking cover. Really good. Really good.
Got that one. Actually, I got a run of these autographed by Peter David.
Oh, I guess so.
We got a book.
Oh,
Oh no, it's not a book stop.
that's
Sam.
the-
It's assistant editor's
No,
note.
you were
Assistant
the assistant editor.
Assistant editor, that's it, yeah. Not substitute. Here's Johnny.
Like the second appearance of Cloak and Dagger. Is that 77?
Hold on. That's not 81.
81. Okay, so that's like the third appearance then.
I don't have 77.
What?
If you get
You
20,
have 60. I'm guessing you have 64 in there though.
You know, I'm all out of Spider-Man. Someone, because when I did the discount sale, it got down to like 60% off. And one guy just came and he just, everything with the word Spider in it, Spider-Man in it, shoom, gone.
72.
He's probably selling them on, mate.
Oh, yeah, you know, it might be. In fact, I did see him list some on Facebook, but like his bulk, and that's fine. If he wants to do that, that's absolutely fine.
So you didn't have a 64. That's a shame.
Yeah.
First Cloak and Dagger.
Jack-o'-lantern.
Yeah. It's a Miller.
Yep. Which kind of gets to important issues because isn't that where Miller first did Daredevil was in Spectacular 27 and 28?
Oh, I don't know. This is at a 48 here.
I remember Stingray from Scotty. I remember Stingray from Armor Wars in Iron Man when he popped up there.
47. 44.
Somebody's killing them all.
43. 42. 38.
Morbius. The living
More BS?
vampire.
Did you say there's going to be more BS on the show?
No, I didn't.
The Swarm.
Are you still filling the gaps then, Old Wolf?
If I see them, but I haven't done a lot of. I mean, if I have the money right now, I don't have the cash.
Yeah. Do you only get a high grade?
No, if they're all right. I mean, if they're all beat up, I kind of not, you know. But I'm not really, want to, have to have it perfect type of thing.
Yeah, yeah.
There's been a couple here there. If you look closely to them.
There was a guy, I bet you've seen it if any of you, I know Gray's been to conventions as a seller, but there was one guy who made me laugh because obviously people inspect the corners and look for spine ticks, but he brought like a Sherlock Holmes magnifying glass to look at along the spine, every comic along the big magnifying glass. Have you seen him at conventions and Gray at all? Oh my God, look at Ray! It was Ray, man.
You're going to make me go upstairs again.
These are number 8. So one's a Whitman, one's not a Whitman, right?
Oh,
yeah, that one with the
Yeah.
square diamond on it should be Whitman.
Yep. One's a Whitman, one's not a Whitman.
All right, so this is number 7.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Number 5.
Yeah, I haven't got low numbers of this run at all.
Number 4.
So I walk into my library up here. What's the first thing I can grab?
No, you're my.
Number 3.
Gotta have them.
Except mine's not for comics. Mine's for reading coin dates.
Number one.
There's number 1. There's a good one.
Cool. Tarantula.
And then I got the annuals.
Oh, I've got that annual.
Is that bag sealed? That it? And the card still inside?
Yeah,
Awesome.
I won't open the bag. I'll have to rebag it now. But yeah, this is the card right here.
Awesome.
But now I'm gonna have to rebag it because
Coin
Pretty
dates.
sure
Yeah.
Most of those new
Yep.
characters that were made that year by Marvel weren't used again, I don't think. Most of them.
And then it's this one. That's my last one.
Did you get Old Wolf? Did you get all the X-Force #1s with one of each card?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I think I got like 3 sets of each. 3 sets.
I got that,
Seal.
definitely.
Oh yeah. Seal.
Do you know I found
now?
the Deadpool
You going
card
now?
genuinely sells for like 4 times the value of the others.
I got.
There's what we're working on now. 500-piece Nightmare Before Christmas lenticular puzzle.
Okay. I've never watched that film.
So, yeah, working on lenticulars. Back this up. Just a nice, fun stack of Whitman. Now, with this, I'm going to know the issue because old Ray's meticulous about it. He puts the thing on there. And then it just depends on. I think there's 3 or 4 issues of every title. Now, there for a stretch, I was putting these labels on the bags to break them down. These are front and backs.
I hope you were writing the label before sticking it on the comic.
Yes, I was. There's a Superman. There's Superman 331.
Ray showed that earlier.
Yeah.
Superman 336.
I think it was Ray.
Action 487. Again, this is just, my wife wants me to do this with all my comics. Literally all of them. She said, and I got upwards of 10,000 of them up there. I'm like, I'll do that to all the money books. So this is how far I got. I marked my Whitmans and a couple other ones. Ramona Fredon. Super Friends. And and a price thing on it too, which again is just that Action had it too. Those are unusual to see because they're not supposed to put any price things in there, which again, this is why this started. These bag comics are why those little logo things started in there, or if it's the barcode, the lines are through it. Lines are cut through it. That way in their bags, they can't be charged. You can't scan it.
I need
get
7 more
charged for
Super
one
Friends
book
comics.
when there's multiple books in there. Like Marvel did it cheap. They just left the box empty.
Oh yeah.
And then, there's almost no method to the madness with these right now. I'm just trying to get them all bagged up. But unless they're actually in tatters, they're at least all worth a $5.
Oh, yeah.
Nope, there's not one on the back of that yet. I still got to come around to them. But I am a condition snob when it comes to these. Like, I won't back it up with a rough condition one. If a nice one's in there, I'll keep the rough ones separate. Couple Legion issues, another Legion issue. I think this is the one I have the most. I think the Legion had 5 different issues that came out. Another price popping up on these. But yeah, with the barcode cut out through it. Yeah, and this one, I hadn't even switched it out. That says Superboy 256. Oh, it is Superboy 256. This is Superboy and Legion. There's 257. Some Action. Said multiple places they say Wetman, but no price.
Yeah.
Nothing in there. And DC just did this as a one-off experiment and said, yeah, we did that for that quarter. There's the Starburst where the price goes. And there's variants of variants because there are these out here that have the price in it, the not price in it, the bullet's yellow instead of red or blue instead of red on the same book. I mean, I think I have one in here that's an example of that, but they're variants of variants. You know, so there's a price in that one. And the price being in them is more uncommon, even though I've had like 5 of them here. But and there's the Black Bullet. There you go, Ray. He specifically numbered it that way. And then a couple of them again in a row where there's prices. When there's prices in it, they're still trying to figure it out, or the barcodes, or the variations on the thing. Another Brave and the Bold. I think I have all the Brave and the Bolds.
Sweet.
So, or had them. I don't know. I give so many comic books away, and I gifted my grandnephew at least half a dozen of these. So I don't know if I gave him duplicates or whatever. So that's my Whitman spin for the day. So that's me. I was going to bring down my limited ones that were polybagged only, that are under 1,000 printed, but
yeah. Once I've shown my impulses, we'll finish it up. But we'll let Darren have another go first.
Okay, well, I just want to show what I was coming to try to show Roger, which is I've got a few bound volumes. Like there's got a stack of these, but I'll save those for another week. But just for fun, I'll show you this one. All right, so this has lost the binding look. This is the interior of the bound, and I've never had the exterior of it, and unfortunately I dropped it and it split into 2. But
well,
what do you think's on the now? This should be good. Ray, Kyle and Gray's seen this before, but you other guys haven't.
Oh, that was it.
and there's a possibility that never actually got wrapped.
True comment.
That happened too, where they just didn't get around to wrapping it. They started to bind it, and then they didn't wrap it.
Well, it's possible. There's a lot of glue here and a lot of breakings off. But
And
yeah,
they could have
maybe
put the
it's-
paper. They could have put the paper bindery on there, but never wrapped it.
So get some super glue now and just fix that. You'll be all set.
Yeah, but the
have they been?
I've got a couple
size
things
as well?
like that where they prep them and then they don't finish them.
Have they been chopped to size as well, Darren? Because it looks like that should be baseline bob on the front there, and it looks like it's like trimmed or something.
I think they
baseline
have
bob.
Yeah,
been
that's
trimmed.
been trimmed because
I
you
think
can
they
see
have.
it.
Yeah.
But this was an interesting one because when I first showed it on the Geeky Weekly show, there was some interest because these are from 1946, and that one there is number 55. But there's no cover. There's no front cover to that one.
Yeah.
But number 55 contains, and this is where Kyle gets triggered. So let's trigger Kyle first. First appearance of Sad Sack Kyle. What comic?
Yank.
Yank.
Number 1.
Okay, but Yank is not. Yank is like this. So Yank is not a comic. It's more. I don't know what it is.
No, it's a magazine.
A magazine. Okay.
Yeah, that's his first appearance in comics, but it's not his first appearance.
So people are selling True Comics 55 on eBay and other such places, saying first appearance of Sad Sack in comics rather than Yank. Yank is absolutely no doubt about it. Yank's the first ever appearance. But it took us ages to find that appearance. And look, it's actually there. That's all it is. Half a page.
Yep.
It's an ad or something.
It's sort of an ad, but it's more of a story or something.
But yeah, you said that's 1946 and it came out in 1941. So.
About 4 years before, yeah. So that was just a cool pile. But that's more of that type of stuff I will save for a future week when Metarog's here. Maybe next week. We'll see.
Yeah, I've got an old issue of Yank that still predates that by a year.
Are we ready for the S's?
Yes.
Yes.
Those aren't cheap. That's the last issue right there.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
By the way, when you're bored of the S's, just shout because there is such a big stack of S's. We probably shouldn't get through all of it.
We just went through 3.
You know what that is? You know what that is right there? That's a very important book. What issue number is that?
Number 5.
Yeah, that's Jack Kirby's last book right there in your hand.
No way.
That is Jack Kirby's last comic book in your hand right there.
Stick that in my box. You can put that in my box.
You can get that in
last
$1.
comic.
You can get that in a $1 bin all day long. That is Jack Kirby's last cover-to-cover comic book ever.
There's
That one
two
before
stickers
that, Darren.
Yeah.
Oh, what's the one before that? Say that again.
Before it? Oh, Sex Criminals.
That's the team you wanted to join, wasn't it, mate?
Yeah. Well, see,
Who are you joining me or Kyle?
when they fuck, time stands still, and then they can go out and rob things. So they fuck to stop time. But yeah, that silver's a dead giveaway. There's Barry Windsor Smith's stuff. But yeah, that Silver Star is Jack Kirby's last comic book.
That's awesome.
He had done a few of the covers to those, and he had done a few other things, but he actually completed the Silver Star series, and the last issue of that was the last comic book he ever did before he died. That is amazing. Hyperion and Nighthawk.
There will be duplicates, and I won't realize that it is a dupe. So just say dupe, and I'll move it quickly along.
So you showed Jack Kirby's last comic. Let's get somebody. Let's get impressed by somebody. What was Jack Kirby's first professionally published comic book? Without looking it up.
No idea.
Any guesses, Ray?
Nope.
I almost said, hey, that's a British, but you're in Britain. Any guesses, Tony? It was 1938, and his first published story was The Count of Monte Cristo.
Oh.
In Jumbo Comics #1.
Very cool.
Wow.
I love that story.
So he had done, look at that.
And
You got multiple.
Wow.
You got and that, to me, that's a significant issue, but you'll find it in a quarter, 50-cent, and dollar bins all day long. But you talk about bookends to have from 1938 to 1990. That was printed, I think.
Nate Plissken.
Straight from New York.
That was printed. I think Kirby died in 93. The end of 93. That was printed in the beginning of 94. So that was printed actually after he died.
Yeah.
And that Strangers in Paradise, that Terry Moore Strangers in Paradise goes hand in hand with the Hernandez Brothers thing. I'm forgetting it. Sigil. There's a good one.
Swamp Thing. Oh,
Phantom Force he had already had done. What he was working on with Mike Thibodeau, the final issues that he completed was the Silver Star run. He didn't actually finish the Phantom Forces. Those were completed art by McFarlane, helped finish one of them. Thibodeau completed a lot of them. But what he did fully complete was issue 1 through 5 of Silver Star.
Sapphire.
But yeah, that run was it. That run of his Kirby Genesis books there, that was it. Avalon Studios, there's a good book.
So,
and I'm pretty sure that's a variant. I'm 100% sure that's a variant.
Everything I'm showing you, you remember, came from that closing down shop, and the guy just wanted it gone because the lease was finished. He just wanted it gone.
Definitely. Yeah, he worked on it. So
did you get a good deal?
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you what I paid for these because I know
that right there. Hey, hold that one back up again. That's the graphic novel, right? That's not just a comic. That's a graphic novel, right?
No, that is a comic.
Oh, it's just, I thought that looked like the graphic novel. I was going to say, the first graphic novels are harder than hell to find.
So I'm even going to convert what I paid per issue to dollars for you. Are you ready? 7 cents each.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Well, you made a steal on a few of them.
Nice.
That's kind of a big one. You know who that is?
War Machine.
Well, the girl there, that's Siren. That's Tom Cassidy's niece there.
Oh.
But these are going to take rebagging and reboarding and upgrading.
And Juggernaut.
Oh, okay.
So there's a lot of work.
Siren.
The Malibu Ultraverse. Yeah,
So
no,
they
those
decided when
Malibus are
Marvel
pretty
bought
good.
Malibu that
You can't give
they
them
were
away,
related.
but there's another really good one. That's really good. The art in it's really good. And yeah, they're dollar bin books all day long.
Yeah.
Now 7 cents is a good deal. Hey, look, a Kelly Jones cover without all the ears.
If you can flog them, and it's a good deal.
Yeah, well, you know what, Gray? These will go. These will go. People just absolutely love cheap comics.
Yeah. You always find someone who's looking for something to read.
Yeah,
Even
yeah,
if you did them
honestly.
even if you did them 50p each, I suppose you make some good profit.
These were, if they're in
75p
very
each.
good condition, I price up stuff like this in very good at £1. And I do the discount, so eventually it gets down to 33p.
So who
Do you
was
ever
the
see if you
first?
put a full run of something and sell it as a run, like a mini series or something like that?
It's a lot of hassle to make a run, and it rarely sells as a run.
Yeah.
Right.
So who was the first official Marvel character to step into the Malibu Ultraverse? He had really big feet, and he's immovable.
Juggernaut.
Yeah, very true. Collecting Chaos. These are Storm Watches.
I'm still waiting for you to pull out the true banger, the real banger, where you're holding it, and I'm like, yeah, that's $50 right there.
Well, I can almost tell you it's not going to happen because the guy had been doing like a £1 sale on these for several weeks. Before he just wanted to get rid of them. So anything of any value that people this collection was rifled through multiple times.
Well, hey, hold that back up again for a second. Hold that up closer. Let me see that barcode. Oh, that's a direct. Okay, that's
you can't
later.
see it.
It's later. It's a direct sales. That's not a newsstand. That's not a late newsstand. They kind of did that in the later issues. Where that one's not a direct. See, that one's worth twice as much because it's not a direct mark. Oh, it is. There it is. It just kind of blended in when you held it up.
Yeah, little pissant books like this, I don't think makes a blind bit of difference if it's a bloody real. If it's a blinking,
if it's $1, if it's a
book, people ain't gonna pay £3 for it. If it's a 50p book.
No, but if it's a dollar book regular, you get $5 out of it.
No way.
Because they're so rare.
No way.
Spawn number one's a big difference because like a $10
Spawn number one maybe it's $200 or whatever. But I'm talking about
you can get $5
these
for that.
crappy penny ante books. No one gives a toss about them. They're not going to pay extras because you've got a bloody world.
I got like
you're the only one,
of them
mate.
upstairs.
Seriously, you're the only one who gives a toss enough about these crappy little books to spend extra.
There's enough in the States
whether it's a
where they're
direct
not
or
crappy.
Whatever. Maybe that's just me because I just don't give a shit about all that kind of stuff. So maybe just in my head that no one's going to pay more for it. I don't bloody know. But if you want to pay more for it, whoever's out there, then go for it.
Well, I mean, there's only so many of them.
Yeah, but who cares? It's still the fucking same story. Whatever you bloody will pay for it. So you might as well pay less. Who gives a toss about what's in the corner box? It's like, don't get it.
And they went to the newsstand so conditionally they'd be in worse shape.
Who cares?
So they're just harder to find.
If it's a 50p book, tiny little differentiations in how good the condition is minimal.
I have to show you one of the curiosities, right? So I ran away when Ray was showing his Dark Hawk because I remembered seeing in the collection these.
Oh, blimey.
But while I was picking these out in the D pile, right, I found these.
You just showing us now.
The D pile. Whose ass is that?
Now this is interesting because
Jim Starlin.
Bernie Wrightson. So there's a backup strip in right now. The funny thing is this.
Oh my gosh! You got a few of them then.
That's 12 of them. Just randomly.
Yeah. No, those chaos, those crossovers were like 95.
Do you know I haven't found a single tree cover yet, Gray?
No. I say
Well,
you've not
there's
even found one that's on my want list.
There's a bush one.
And then,
Ironically,
he's talking about the Rune Silver Surfer
Star Wars
crossover
might be worth
with
some.
Barry Windsor Smith and Steve Rude. And Steve Rude will be on our show in a couple weeks.
Yes, 2 gold geeks. That's right. Yeah.
If you lose 11, you still have one.
Ah, this is a cool one.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
I can never pronounce it properly, but your dad could. How's that pronounced, Graham?
My brother called Slanye. He pronounced it
Slanye.
Slanye. Slanye.
Yeah.
I just go with Slane. Stig's Inferno.
It's like, yeah. See, those are really good books. Those.
Do you remember Stig of the Dump, Darren?
Yeah, yeah. I remember it well.
Hey,
One
there
of
you
my
go.
favourite programs.
Hey, go back. What issue number is that?
Number 3.
You're breaking up,
Oh,
Kyle.
I thought that was the later issue. I thought that was a Stephen Platt issue. Because those aren't cheap.
And there was a guy, Gray, at school. I went to grammar school, right? And there was a guy who would pick his nose and eat it. So we called him Stig.
Oh, God.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, come here, kitty. Give me that.
Spaceman.
Nice one, Scotty.
Did you hear it, Scotty?
Sorry, boss.
Let's take Kitty out to the street. You ready?
Yeah. Hey, kitty.
Kitty, want to go to the street? She's coming down telling me she wants to go outside, so we're going to go outside.
Don't let him throw you onto the motorway. Shadow Reavers. That's quite cool.
Are these books that you guys have come across before, or are this outside your range of collecting?
Oh, yeah.
Most of these I've never even heard of.
Yeah, we're
I'm
outside.
quite interested in the Shadow Reavers, but
Have I put Ray to sleep again? Sorry, Ray.
yeah.
My kitty came down yelling at me and said, "Take me outside, Dad." So I hold her so she can get some breeze in her face. And
What's her name again?
Leia.
Leia, that's right.
The kids named her after Princess Leia.
Yeah.
16 years ago.
Leia, I hardly knew her.
Oh, my camera's gone.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Are you
hold on a
outside
minute.
seeing the bats in the
camera,
birds?
mate.
Is it white paper or something?
If it stays, it's come back again.
Exiles was released. There you go, Chaos. Learn something new
Ray,
every day. Thank you.
We're only halfway through the S pile, Gray. As soon as you get bored, cut me off. Go to someone else.
Amazing. Oh, Steel Town Rockers. Oh,
Steel Town
I don't
Rockers.
know anyone who ever bought them. Did anyone ever buy them?
This is right up your street, Gray. It's metal.
Sex, drugs, and rock and roll. It's not metal, mate. I tell
That's
you.
my girl.
Star Brand. I need a couple of them. What number? Let me check my
That's
numbers.
girl.
Number 7.
Hold on a sec. Star Brand. Is that? I'll take it as under
Are
Marvel.
you sure you don't need another Steel Town Rockers?
This makes my neighbors crazy.
No, I need 9 and 19 of Star Brand.
There's my wife's sense of humor. It looks like my house is on fire. Our exterior garage
9 and
lights.
19. I'll stick him in the box.
You getting chilly? She
Number
getting
8,
chilly.
Right.
Number 8.
Number 6.
Number 6.
Hate to be a party pooper again, but it's past my bedtime.
All right, mate. See you
Lovely to see
soon.
you again, Ray. See you soon.
See you soon, mate.
Did Ray tap out? Damn it.
Yep.
I didn't get a chance to say bye to Ray. My cat needed my attention. Well, bye, Ray. Kitty. So my cat gets in the stairwell here and wants me to play with her now. She has this routine. I take her outside, and then she gets on the stairway and wants me to chase her and get her. Alex Ross.
Shadow Pact. They weren't bad. I got a full one of Shadow Pact. Starman got a full one of that as well.
this collection is like just get one comic of every
Just
single
Ministers.
series ever and put it all in a jumbled up box.
Scarlet. Never bought any of them.
Here's a chance.
Oh, there's a right run of
Is she a
these.
vampire hunter or something like that, Scarlet? I think she might have been a vampire hunter or something.
Never, I've no idea what she is. Never read any.
Just found Atari Force 1. Now my set is complete 1 to 20. Do you have one?
7 Soldiers of Victory. I've got them.
Scott, do you have 1 through 4 of the Atari
Sometimes
Force
Star
mini
Wars
books
are
that
worth a
came
bit,
in
aren't they?
the-
Sometimes.
That's the third one of that, I think. Yeah, some
Yeah.
Star Wars can be.
I have to check the numbers on those, mate.
That's an Action Comics, I think. Oh no,
Weird.
hold on. I think that's a coverless one, isn't it?
I was going to say that.
Is that the inside? Because all the text
It
there.
looks
That's
like
not a
it. Yeah, it
cover.
looks. I say it looks at that. It looks weird. And then why
Yeah,
is his
that looks
suit
so
red?
weird.
Why is his
That's
suit
not-
red?
Say again.
Both of them
Why
are.
is his suit red?
Oh, so it is, yeah.
Is it an alternate Superman from another universe?
What's the number on it?
Oh, it's actually called The Silencer, number 10
Oh,
from 2018. From the looks of it, I've never heard of that.
Yeah.
The Silencer.
Big homage to.
Yeah, I'm trying to collect that run. The Silencer.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, Scott. I'm asking about the 1 through 4 that came with the video games. Yeah, those are the hard ones to find. Had them when they came out, haven't had them since. The 1984 ones.
Secret Origins.
Missed a couple
No
while
Man
tending to the
Escapes the
cat, but
Manhunters. Mr. Miracle.
They're all from the Seven Soldiers thing. I think who
Yeah,
did
Seven
that?
Soldiers of Victory.
Grant Morrison.
Yeah, there were.
I thought there were 4 issues, but who knows? I
Yeah,
don't
there
trust-
was. There was 7 Soldiers. I think it was 0, and then you had like 7 4-parters, and then you had 7 Soldiers 1 to finish up the story. I think it was 0 and 1. It might be 1 and 2. I might be misremembering, but
This feels different. What the hell's that?
Yeah.
you showed one of
no,
those.
I've never read
before.
them.
It feels heavier and thicker.
But
Just think
yeah,
it's a late
Scott, I
comic.
don't trust my brain anymore.
Oh, it's a
Used
comic.
to trust it a lot, but I don't trust it anymore.
Yeah,
It's that
yeah.
Shibuya manga.
Shindai.
I never
What's that?
talk. I don't trust my brain, so I try not to talk indefinites because, not. If it's my own opinion, I'll try. But if it's like actual facts, I try not to say definitely because I think, oh man, we're fucking remembering wrong,
Yeah. I don't even worry about it. If I eat my words, I eat my words. I don't give a shit. It's just what I remember, and what I remember never comes out right anymore, so I don't worry about it. Shang-Chi. I have had more radiation shoved into me, so I have half the brain I used to have.
Yeah. It's been
Next
cooked,
time
mate.
I go into that shit, I'm a French fried potato.
We nearly got a full set of Steel Town Rockers for you. Great.
You can read them, Darren.
And look, the
If you-
X-Men
if
are
you-
in there.
Oh, look.
If you find full set of Steel Town Rockers, me and you'll do a read through of them online. Review them one by
Well,
one.
that's 4. How many's in the set? Is it
How
6
about
or
how about
12?
what number's that? Number 6.
6.
How about this for a future idea, Darren? Find the worst comics you can get, and we'll do a read through of an issue of each. And
There's
like,
only okay. So I haven't read everything,
Rip the
obviously,
piss
but
out of it.
from when I was reading, the most pointless comic I ever read was a Marvel set around about 1985 or something called Exterminators. It was all about the
that
young.
wasn't bad.
Oh,
I
I hate.
like
Yeah, I
it.
know it. I've got the
liked it.
4-parter. So
I liked
Oh
it.
God.
yeah, I've
Yeah,
got the
we
4-parter. It was a
definitely
tie-in to the Inferno. It was an Inferno tie-in, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I thought the art was horrific as well, just so simplistic.
Yeah, it wasn't the greatest story, maybe. But
Wasn't
it
the
was all right.
greatest, but
Nah.
wasn't bad.
I like Cloudy and
Now,
the Witch Boy.
here, I'm going to make some enemies here. Stupidest comic I ever seen was the Pope John Paul II comic book in the 80s.
That one.
I reckon that
Yeah,
was
that
kick ass,
was-
mate.
Oh my God. Some
And
of
they
them are
couldn't-
so fucking dumb. They just try to glorify them. They're just
Oh,
dumb.
It's getting closer to being a
Those
thing.
damn
That's the
rockers.
5th different issue, Gray.
Yeah.
And it's a 6-issue
I
set.
read.
Look.
I read my. Yeah, I was gonna say, did he have superpowers? I read my first Spire Christian comic recently, and I didn't. Cause I'm not a Christian. I'm an atheist, and I didn't find it good at all. It's like, to me, it was like, oh, some woman's in a prison camp getting
Well,
killed, like, and they're all being exterminated, and like, fair enough, the faith gave them some kind of like, help them out through the blinking heart, but it was just like horrible. Everyone's being
Silencer.
executed and dying, and it was like, oh, it was, to me, it wasn't a positive story.
dumb punk. Well, not dumb. No same human would rate it that highly. Okay. Yeah, I mean, when they glamorize an actual person, they're always ridiculous because they always overkill it.
What silencer number was that, mate?
Number 6, I think.
5 or 6.
It's no good, mate. I need number 4. I need number 8. You can
It was
throw
number
your
5,
number
actually.
6. 4 and 8 I need.
That was the
If
same
you got
set
the
with
sec-
the one without the cover.
If you got the second part of the Blue Beetle convergence story, I need that.
Oh, I don't know. I really don't know. Convergence. What sort of year was that? Was that like after New 52?
Yeah, I believe so, yeah.
So was that Rebirth?
I
Sorry.
stopped collecting at that point, so it was after New 52.
Bill Cabbage cover.
Was that another one the same? Yep.
So no.
Only got about 30 more of this drudgery to go.
Just
getting a
wait
lot
for
of
you to
dupes
pull up
now.
a monster.
No, there's no monsters in here. I'm
I'm
pretty sure.
telling you, I bet you're going to pull up something.
Nah.
That's just,
Well,
Tell
it
us
is
gone through them
possible.
all.
It is possible because some of the monsters just aren't well known, and you only
Yeah.
get a certain amount of people.
that's
going
what
in.
I'm waiting for. There's just going to be that diamond in the rough somewhere in there because you keep dancing
But the
around.
way the market
this there.
is, it could be one that was worth bugger all when it was sold to him, and suddenly it's got a movie, and now it's worth, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well,
It could
true,
be like
but
first Creature Commandos or something. That was going
very
from
true. But
pence
I
on
only
it,
bought this
really.
3
one
weeks
point.
ago. So,
Yeah.
and 4 weeks ago, people were going through it. So there's been no time elapsed. I did pull a 1 variant out, I think, and there's some other weird stuff.
Yeah, there's been a couple of variants you pulled
Oh,
up.
here we go. Carl's going to go nuts now.
Oh, there you go.
What issue number is that?
I might have a first appearance.
It's not the one we want it to be. It's number 21.
Yeah.
Number 2, isn't it? Is it number 2?
Yeah. 2, 3, 4, and 8, I think, have stuff in them.
Yeah, yuck. This one's horrible.
I
That
mean,
one's
that
really-
2's $100 book all day. Hell, I got a
Ain't the
9.8.
greatest art.
I got a
Oh,
9.8.
two.
It's worth about
Oh, look,
$250.
another Star Wars.
I ain't got so many of that one.
Darren, you're gonna have to pull your number 2, your T's out too.
My T's?
Yeah, you gotta pull your T's too, right? You after you finish the S's, you gotta do the T's.
Oh, yeah, no problem. We've got a whole alphabet to go through. No
Yeah,
problem.
pull your TTs out, Darren. Let us see your TTs.
Whip them out, Darren. Whip them out.
You want to see my TTs?
Let us see your TTs.
$5. $5. You see my
$5
TTs long time.
Yeah.
You did that too well. You say you've been to Taiwan?
$5 super chat, and Darren will get his TTs out.
Look at that for yellow. Matilda would go
Hey.
nuts.
A 5-cent super chat, and I'll get my titties out.
That's a little bit like Matilda in the corner.
There you go.
You got your arse out for charity last year.
Well, yeah.
Hey, you should
It's
see.
not the first time you've earned money getting your ass out, is it, Carl?
No.
you
Definitely
should great
not.
dance. You can dance, that guy.
Oh, we've got Old Wolf. I'm going to fill your gaps now.
Oh, that's a
There we
dirty
go.
thing to say. I'm going to fill your gaps.
Oh my
I'm
God.
going to fill your holes now.
That was a series you never had, me. Yeah. Mr. Miracle.
Why you have Mr. Miracle in the S's?
Because there's
Seven
Because it
Soldiers
was under
victory.
7 soldiers.
Oh, 7 soldiers. Okay.
Look at that.
Spaceman.
That's like an operation.
It's a weird one. Vertigo
Yeah.
does it all.
We've got about 15 left.
Shut
Blue
up.
Devil.
And all the S's.
I like Blue Devil.
Yeah. He's
Chip
all right.
Darcy. More 7 soldiers.
Yeah, 0.
was a-
See, I was right.
That
That's the
was
first one.
the Naught issue. Yeah, that was the one that must pull it all together somehow.
It was the first one, and then it has the 4-parters, then it has number 1, I believe. That's how it works.
Oh, Swiss Squad.
Anyone know if this is worth a read? Scott is asking.
Yes.
X-Men
Oh,
Alpha
yeah.
and X-Men Omega.
Yeah, Alpha and
Oh.
if you're reading anything in the Apocalypse storyline in the
We've
Age
got that
of
one as well,
Apocalypse,
Superboy and the Ravers.
that ties it up. So here we go. You're gonna tease me. I need number 9 and number 0.
What of this?
Yeah.
Superboy. No.
Well, I need number 0 to complete that 0 run, and the only reason I did that is because Johnny gave me a whole ton of 0s to.
I think number 8's first King Shark, in it?
Well, he
Or is it
cameos
9?
at the back, and 9's his first full appearance and cover appearance.
9.
It's 0. 0 he cameos, 9 he covers.
What do you need number 9 of? And the Ravers, because that's a number 9,
The
but I don't think that's the
Superboy.
one.
That's regular Superboy.
That's and the Ravers, yeah.
Supergirl.
There's some great Michael Turner covers on that Supergirl run. Yeah, my DC want list is maybe 3 books. I mean, I care so little about DC. I let go of Batman 15 from 1943.
Uh-huh.
Oh, is that jumping out of a tree?
Yeah.
I don't think I'd get away with that
the
one.
The tree's not shown, though, is it?
No.
What issue is that?
67.
67.
Oh, 67.
Oh, we're nearly there. Oh, and Grey. That's funny.
Oh,
What's
cool.
about to pop
Yeah,
up?
I thought Alpha and Prime and Omega were part of Age of Apocalypse.
Oh, that Sovereign 7 is a terrible series. I've got it, but it was rubbish.
Here's one that was on your want list not long ago.
Oh, yeah, you've got it already in store for me, yeah?
Yeah, I've got a 4 set of this set behind me on the shelf somewhere for you. But that was, again, a big Rats cover that we did. You remember?
Yeah. Yeah.
So just to get that one's just coincidental. That's it. We've reached the end of the S's. Old Wolf can wake up.
You teased so many.
I should have G'd it up, really, because I've let it go on for too long. I've got 100 bloody issues of Impulse to show now before I can go to bed.
Well, I'm done showing. So
annuals and
I'm not showing any more tonight. I've got to be up at 6:30.
There you go, Impulse.
And again, is Impulse something that people find, they've got to have it, or is it not?
Nah. I don't think so.
Did they ever have a storyline called Control Disorder on him?
I don't think so.
So that would have been brilliant. Impulse Control Disorder.
Have you read all these Impulses, Gray?
Absolutely.
Because if you're that big of a completionist, you have Impulse Control Disorder. I could not imagine wanting that many books.
Well, no, when I was a kid and I never had any pocket money, I'd buy one comic book and I could never read the rest of them. And I always wanted to know what the story was.
Yeah.
And I never could find out. So when I didn't start collecting properly until I was a grown man with a job.
Yeah.
Until I got like my first wages, and that's when I started getting regularly.
Yeah. How many books you reckon you have?
I don't know, mate. A few years ago, I did a count. When I started first doing, I've been doing YouTube for about, I can't remember if this year it was like 14 years or something. But I only started doing comic book stuff in 2018. Just literally, I was looking for something to do on my YouTube channel. And then my first thing I started doing was called Counting Comics, where I was trying to count all my comics and going through them, see what I had. And I have got a note of how much I had at that point in my blog somewhere. But it was. I'll have a look at maybe at the end. It was something like I don't know, maybe 10,000 DC and 2,000 Marvel and 1,000 others
Yeah.
at that time, roughly.
I think by guesstimates, I have somewhere between 6,000 and 9,000.
I've got a crap load more since then. I wouldn't be
I
surprised
gave
if I
away
doubled it since then,
1,000.
to be
So.
honest.
How many you got, Old Wolf? Come on, we're measuring dicks.
Lord's got tons of them.
Tons of what?
How many comics you got?
Oh yeah, I got a little under 14,000.
Nice.
Yeah, but it ain't quantity; it's quality. I'm trying to.
I got quantity, not quality.
I like the quality of having a good quantity, personally.
Best thing about you, G, is you're not a condition snob. That's the
So
best
mom,
thing about you.
Bart's choice.
Especially being a complete.
Why do you say mum when it's mom in America?
Mom.
You still say mum, don't you? Even though you write it as mom.
I say mom. I say ma.
Mum, yeah, but you spell it mom. Bizarre. Bizarre. Honestly, we gave you a perfectly good language and you messed it up.
That's right. We made it our own.
You made it incorrect.
It's all our own.
More madness. Meet
well, yeah, but if mum's the word, are you talking about somebody's mom?
Yeah, definitely are.
If you're telling somebody's mom.
Okay, kids, this comic's approved.
That's a cool cover. So is it Impulse got some power of the Flash or something? Are they related in any way?
Grandson. Well, he's the great future grandson of Barry Allen.
Right.
Because he's actually got the same name, because Barry Allen is Bartholomew Allen, and Bart Allen is also Bartholomew Allen, but just it's called him Bart.
So did he come back in time?
If I'd have kept all my comic books I've had through the years, I'd have over 50,000.
There you go. That's a good one.
But,
yeah. Did he come back in time then, Gray?
Yeah, he came back in time, yeah.
And
then later on, he became the Flash. Later on, when weird goings on, he was the Flash for about 15 issues, and he got killed as an adult Flash. He got killed off at one point. That's before I think it was just before Barry Allen finally returned. I believe it was anyway. All melds into one in the old brain noggin.
Collecting Chaos says he's got. He keeps trying to get below 20,000 comics, but he keeps ending up with more.
Well, what the bank sold when I folded up shop and got foreclosed on, my bulk of comics amounted to that they ended up selling at auction went for $79,842.43. That had like an Iron Man 1 high grade in it, and this was 25 years ago. So to pay off a $15,000 loan, I lost $80,000 in merchandise.
Damn, that's painful.
And Scotty says he'll let us know how many comics he's got after he's finished scanning the remaining 18 boxes into CLZ.
God. My wife wants me to do that, and I'm like, there is no way. I'm just going to condense down and condense down and condense down.
Yeah, mine are just on my blog. I can't bother with any apps. Look at the centre. What have you got for me? Can I see her? Can I?
I figure I'll give my grandnephew another $1,000 in a year or two, or like when he graduates college, I'll give him another $1,000. The pinnacle, the last one I gave him was a Daredevil 3.
Oh, cool.
There's Superman being nice to cats again.
Again.
I could have done that.
But he's a dog guy.
Oh, yeah.
Tree.
Yeah. I might have to leave that aside.
Oh, wait a minute. Go back, because you had Impulse tied to a tree, and
being shot at by Arrowhead. That's right. Good point. I've got a few. I've got enough anyway. Actually, I've already picked out 5, but maybe I'll keep. I'll have a look
Hey,
through one of
Devil
those for
Flyer.
the best.
Devil
Hey,
Flyer
Devil
is
Flyer.
hailing you. You got hailed. I think it's time for a fart. I think we've earned a toot. Even without a
we only
super
get
chat.
videos when we get super chats. Keep them special. It keeps them special, mate.
I like to fart through the.
This fella here is the guy who kills Barry in the future,
Right.
I believe.
Eobart
I can't remember what his
Thawne.
fully name is now. It might come to me.
I like farts through echo horns.
Oh, that's a cool Robin. Huh.
It's composite Robin the Superman. But looks at it. There's a character called composite Superman. He looks like a take on that, but it is a nice tree. Sweet Christmas.
Yeah, tree.
He's channeling. He's channeling Luke Cage.
Luke Cage, yeah.
Not exactly the 3 wise men. There's another psychedelic one. Ooh, look at the swirling, everybody. You will send me 3 comic books. You will
I'm
send
under
me
your
3
power.
comic books. Impulse loves Arrowhead.
Gray, if it wasn't so bloody expensive, I'd send you a short box of comics tomorrow.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
That's the trouble.
Devil Flyer's hailing us too. I say it mirrors apart because he hailed myself as well.
Well, you feel free to drop a fart whenever you like, Kyle. It's totally within your right, mate.
All right,
I'm not gonna. Just don't debag your trousers, mate, when you're doing it. We don't need that in our lives.
I was kind of hoping I didn't pop up enough to actually show ass crack, and then I thought that'd be pretty funny if I did.
There's a possibility I might live for another 25 years. Yeah, I don't want the sight of your ass to be in my brain for those 25 years. That would just be too much.
Yeah, too bad you're not like my oncologist and proctologist and my
exactly.
urologist.
They've got to look at it, mate. That's their job. I mean, they've got to like it.
I spend more time around lovely nurses with my pants down than I care to count anymore.
Yeah.
There's just no fun in it.
I had that when the kid. I had a condition called twisted vas deferens, which if you look that up, it's fucking painful.
Yeah.
And the amount of times the student nurses blinking playing with bollocks, it was fucking embarrassing as hell.
Well, you have to do that to get your tubes tied. What's that called when guys get that done? Why am I brain farting? Huh?
Vasectomy.
Vasectomy, yeah. Vas deferens. Vas deferens or whatever.
Was it inertia?
Inertia, that was it. Inertia is the good. I understand doing physics, but I don't know physics very well. So inertia, that was the guy's name.
I used to buy physics books just for fun to read. No wonder my brain's jello now.
There was that Russian guy in the news. That Russian guy in the news. He did a bloody. He did a sex change from a woman to a man. What was his name?
Vladimir Putin.
Eugenik Bolokov. That was him.
No, that's the wrong. That's not the correct blinking joke, mate. It's like, what do you call a Russian with 3 bollocks? 3 testicles. Eugenik Bolokov. That was the original joke from when I was a kid.
Chinese whispers over time has changed it.
This is quite a weird one. Monsters from the kid rather than from the id. From the kid.
Yeah, the ego and the superego. Let's get Freudian and Jungian here.
There you go. There's another Hypno cover. Send Greyman free comic books. Send Greyman free comic books.
I think that's how I know I'm nuts. I used to read philosophy, psychology, and physics books just for fun.
White Lightning, is he drunk all the time? Maybe he is.
White Lightning.
Grease
Oh,
Lightning.
that's a nice cover.
Impulse is the most powerful hero in the universe. Look at his feet.
Yeah, I like that one.
Always made me laugh how big his feet are. Weather goes
Let's see if I can hike a
cars
leg
fly,
up here.
dogs talk,
Yeah,
and I get blamed for everything.
I got
You
impulse.
trying to show off your
D.
big feet, mate?
I will never understand
Someone's
that.
taping this.
They've been very,
5'10"
very inventive, these covers.
It's a great TV cover. 5'10" with size 15 feet. That's so stupid. When I was in the army, I had to make up
Iron
words.
jacking off.
Iron
Iron
jacking off.
off.
Surrounded. I should have used this for Surrounded.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Chaos, you're an American and you were in the army? I'm an old Marine, so I can throw some dog shit at you for a while. Some devil dog shit.
We got to the annuals now,
Yeah.
so it's 89 of this one. Yeah, I'm not too bad, mate. Not too bad. We'll finish on up soon because I've nearly showed all these comic books and it's well past my bedtime now. Right, some Impulse annuals. Oh, this is a
Royal
crossover.
Studio. 11-year infantry. Jesus. How old are you, dude? How old are you, Chaos? Did you kick up dirt with me over in the Gulf when we were kids, or are you even younger and kicked up dirt in the later years?
Last one.
There's a big homage to the first appearance of the Ray Palmer.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
Oh yeah.
I could have got that for $110 20 years ago, and I got outbid by $5, and then that was that.
We got to the end.
Yeah, we got to the end.
Yeah. I only did a 4-year hitch, but I'm stuck with it for fucking life, man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sticks to me like
ready
shit
for
on a wall.
Yeah,
that's not a proposition.
Oh, he turns 70 next month. Feel free to hang out with us next month on your birthday, mate. We can show some.
Hey, I'll tell you what, though, if he turns 70 next month, you hit 11 years at a good time. You're post-Nam and pre-Gulf, so you had some pretty peacetime stuff in there. Good on you. Hope you were op for. So did you? I wonder if did you do gate guard work in the Berlin Wall or anything crazy like that? Because fuck, you're talking op for, so you might have been doing that.
You've got a few of the showcase issues.
Showcase 34 and 30 or 31 and 32. Is it 34 and 35? It's 31. Showcase 31 and 32.
Yeah, I've got a few showcase a couple of them.
So
like cover list, that kind of thing, but don't cover detached, whatever.
Well,
did you serve in the army, old Wolf?
Huh? No.
Did you do any army stuff?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
4 years in Berlin and
nothing to be sorry about. It's kind of like it's.
Yeah, when you said
UK, I don't know anyone.
That was a dead-on giveaway.
What about you, Dan? Do you know anyone in the UK who served in the army or any of the forces? It's not something we really get into here, is it? I don't. Do you know some people?
Yeah, I mean, my granddad served. He's long dead now. He was in the Navy.
Yeah, I'm not talking about ancient times. I'm talking about nowadays. Like, nowadays, none of my mates ever joined, or anyone I know, no relatives.
I've got a relative who's like I don't know. He's not an uncle, but he's like one person further along removed, or whatever they call it. He was in the people, I think, who used to stand outside Buckingham Palace. What do they call them with the things on the head?
Queen's
Royal Guards, aren't they?
Yeah. And
Queen's
actually, there was I've got another cousin who served in the Falklands when the UK versus Argentina. Yeah. But they're relatives, but I don't see them much. Never have really in my life. But I know that drink plays a large part of their life.
Yeah, it does. It does. Chaos, I salute you because, you said out for an army and then said your age. I'm like, yeah, shit, he had to do a wall guard there. It was either that or barracks duty, and you don't say op for barracks duty. So, you know.
Well, great. I am absolutely knackered, and I've got 5 hours sleep before I'm in the car, so I've got to go.
Yeah. Night night, mate. See you on Slingers on Saturday.
Thank you so much. I might try to, because I'll be traveling all day tomorrow looking at collections. I'll take my laptop and phone with me just for a laugh in case I can dial into the show.
All
But
right, cool.
I'm not going to be at home for the show. So have a great
no
one.
worries.
Tony,
Thank
I
you,
love
Mike.
seeing you again, brother.
Nice seeing you too. We haven't sat together in a while.
Been more than a year.
Feel free to come on Geeky Weekly anytime, Old Wolf. It's always open to anyone who wants to come and hang out on Geeky Weekly.
Okay, thank you.
Well, I promise to bore the shit out of you again on Geekly Weekly.
Yeah. Right.
Good night,
Let's
all. Thanks
finish.
all for watching.
Let's finish with a lovely dance, shall we? Oh, Darren, you've let me down, mate. You've let me down.
Why did you say a dance?
Have a amazing day.
Hey, and Tony, like I said, we got Steve Root coming up in a couple weeks. JMD
It's just the song, Kyle. It's dance time, not talking time. Anyway.
I'm gonna put some ass into it.
Have a amazing